rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledged knowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena on. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rocker Knicks Universe. Your main man, Uncle Freezie. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to the premiere Knicks in the Nighttime show. Got a few things we want to talk about, man. Let's get this thing started, man. Let's get it started. I'm gonna throw this link out here in the chat just real quick so I don't forget. I'm gonna do that early. Right? I'm gonna do that early. But while I do that, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna read parts of this article that I have on the screen. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna see if I can get it a bit bigger so that. Bim, how about that? How about that? I'll just do it. Have it be, yeah, I'll do it like that. So y'all can see the article. I don't know if y'all if y'all saw this article or not. I just saw it a few minutes ago. It's the reason why I came in a little later. I wanted to research this before I started talking about it. All right. So here goes, right? This is an article on SI.com, and the link to it is this. As a matter of fact, I'll put the link to it in the chat. I'll put the link to it in the chat so that you can follow along if you want to. Right? So here goes. The NBA issued a clarification on Thursday regarding a controversial and costly call made against Knicks guard Jalen Brunson late in Wednesday's Celtics-Knicks game in New York. The officiating crew for Boston's 108-104 victory drew much criticism after calling a flopping technical foul on Brunson when it appeared he landed on Jason Tatum's foot after a three-point attempt with 6:40 left to go in the game. Instead, the missed foul led to a 21-16 Celtics run to seal the win after Tatum made the technical free throw. In a statement from the National Basketball Referees Association, the organization admitted that the officials incorrectly penalized Brunson, who should have been awarded potentially game-altering 3 free throws. The explanation of the play read as follows. We missed the foot-to-foot contact, which should have resulted in a personal foul and reviewed for flagrant. He had no foot-to-foot contact existed. This type of secondary and theatrical movement by Brunson would meet the criteria for a non-unsportsmanlike technical foul for flopping. It is possible to have a foul and a flop on the same play, but the foot-to-foot contact and what causes Brunson's movement and no flop should have been called. Given the constant conversation surrounding foul calls and flopping, Thursday's update added another entry into the league's growing list of referee snafus that have later been corrected upon review. Unfortunately for Brunson and the Knicks, the sequence may also end up making a difference in the standings, even though the 2023-24 season is only 2 days old. All right. So what I read to you was an article that is on si.com, right? But and the reason why I wanted to read this to you and the reason why I feel like it's important, right, is not that we can go back and get that game back, right? But over the Knicks, for one, in my mind, the Knicks don't necessarily get the respect that they deserve. They don't get the respect that they deserve. There were 2 other calls. David L., what's good, man? King Embert, what's good? Coach B in the building. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. Cormega, what is happening? What's good? What's good? Corey Lee in the building. Trini, what's happening? So the reason why I wanted to share this with you, Drip More is in the building. The reason why I wanted to share this with you is not to cry over spilled milk, but there were 2 other significant calls in that game where I felt like Boston was given the benefit of the doubt because they are right now the more popular team. I'm going to name them and tell me if you remember what I'm talking about. The tangling of Isaiah Hartenstein and Kristaps Porzingis. In my mind, Kristaps Porzingis should have been teched up and thrown out of the game because in a sequence, he hit Hartenstein with a shoulder, elbow, wrist, and then a shoulder, all in the face and neck area. Right? Oh, Corey Lee is in the building. What's good, man? That man hit Hartenstein with a shoulder, elbow, wrist, and then again with a shoulder in the face and neck area and was not ejected from the game. Right? And then earlier in the same game, first quarter, Hartenstein stopped Jaylen Brown from dunking, right, reaching for the ball. Jaylen Brown grabbed that man's jersey, right? Grabbed that man's jersey and instigated a hostile act, right? Right? And so what happened is in both of those plays were called neutral, right? Where Boston instigated. Those plays were called neutral where Boston instigated, right? KP hit that man with an elbow, shoulder, wrist, and another shoulder. Jaylen Brown grabbed that man's jersey. Both of them got teched up. But why? But why? So you got three different plays where the referees sided with Boston. Right? And if you're a Knicks fan, you don't need to be playing against. Now, mind you, it's not just Boston on the floor, right, that we're playing against. Now you're playing against Boston, 3 referees, and the review center. Right. This is how I know. When I look back at it, this is when I looking back at it, and the play with Jaylen Brown, right, where they say Hartenstein got called for re-entry into a hostile act, right? But I'm sorry, Hartenstein. Yeah, Hartenstein got called for re-entry into a hostile act, right? Yo, look at Hartenstein. Right behind Hartenstein is the camera area where people take pictures. He was exiting that area and trying to get back on the court. Hartenstein was walking in a straight line back to the court. Right? Does the Boston Celtics need help? Does Boston need help against the Knicks? Does Boston need help against the Knicks? And I don't want to sound negative. I don't want to sound negative on it. Right? I don't want to sound negative on it. Shout out to Sherwin. Sherwin says, wine, here's some cheese for all that whining. First of all, you spell whining wrong. You spell whining wrong, Sherwin? Bro, if you're gonna be a smart ass, remember the phrase starts with the word smart. If you're gonna be a smart ass, be smart first. Sherwin trying to be a smart ass, misspelling words. Salute to Sherwood. Sherwood trying to be a smart ass and can't be smart. Yo, how you out here trying to be a smart ass and misspelling? Corey Lee, is Sherwood itinerant? Yo, the first word in the phrase smart ass is smart, bro. And you misspelled whining? Sherwood can't even spell the word whining. Hey, Sherwood, I love you, Doc. Hey, Sherwood, you my guy, bro. Hey, Sherwood is my guy, man. Salute to Sherwood. Corey Lee. Hey, Corey Lee, Sherwood is out here being itinerant. Yo, where Bully at, man? Hey, Bully, if you watching, Sherwood out here being itinerant. Oh boy, salute, man. Salute to everybody. Right? All right, so back on task, right? So the so the Knicks didn't play well enough to win. You know what I'm saying? We under Coach B says reading is fumble mental. Oh man. Wait a moment. So Sherwin got to think. Okay. You can look over A-N. Oh, Sherwin! Oh my God. You coming back? You was gonna put another N in Sherwin, that word is winning. That word is not whining. DSJ, help. Help DSJ. DSJ, help that man. DSJ, please put the word whining in the thing. Sherwin came back and put the word. Here's some wine. Here's some cheese to go with all that winning. Yo, here's some cheese to go with all that winning. Oh my God, bro. Sherwin, that's my man. Sherwin, that's my man. Yo, that man said add a N is winning. Coach B is right. Man down. Man down. Man down. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh man. Man down. Man down. Man down. Yo, and Jerry Fitz says, I'm not a fan of blaming the refs. And I'm from the school that these things even themselves out over the course of a season. Don't miss 12 free throws and don't have your top players who will be okay shoot 11 for 43. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that, right? Sherwin says wine is wine. And let it go, big dog. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go, bro. Let that one go. Cause yeah, let it go, bro. Yeah, man. Oh boy. Sherwin came from my neck, bro. Sherwin came from hey, Sherwin, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. When we win the championship, we gonna pop some cheese. Sherwin, when we win the championship, bro, the Knicks gonna pop cheese. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Sherwin, when we win the championship, the first thing we gonna do is pop some Velveeta. Oh man. Yeah, man. All right, so I got this for you, bro. I just want to put this on the screen just real quick. That's my guy. That's the word you're looking for, bro. That's the word you're looking for. That's the word you're looking for right there, bro. That's it. Yo, when we win the championship, we're gonna be out here popping Velveeta. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's the one. That's the word right there we looking for, bro. When the Knicks win the championship, bro, we gonna be out here popping cheese sticks. Oh man. Oh man. All right. All right. Let's get back on track, man. Let's get back on track. Yo, hey, Coxie, he drinking that box wine. Nah, man, Sherwin good, bro. That's my guy, man. And so what Jerry Fitz was saying, I think I'm with Jerry Fitz on what Jerry Fitz is saying. I'm merely pointing out a thing, though. I'm merely pointing out a thing because if we hit free throws, bro, it's not even an issue. If we knock down free throws, yeah, hey, yeah, Sherwin's our dude, bro. Sherwin's our dude, man. That's our guy. Hey, Sherwin, we just laughing together, brother. We laughing together. We laughing together, bro. But that popping cheese thing, you just got my mind. when the Knicks when the Celtics win the championship, they're gonna pop champagne. And you know what I'm saying? And all champagne is wine with bubbles in it, right? We gonna be popping cheese with bubbles in it. We gonna be popping Swiss cheese. Yo. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, but yeah, what Jerry Fitz was saying, I think is kind of apropos for the moment, right? It's apropos for the moment, but when the season goes along in a tight race, in a tight race in the Eastern Conference, right? You can't make mistakes like this because you got to give the athlete, you got to be fair to the athletes. You can't take the game out of the athlete's hands, right? It's the National Basketball Association, not the National Refereeing Association. We come to see men play basketball. We don't come to see men referee the game, right? And so with everything riding on that, with everything riding on standings, and we know historically that team has been better than us, we can't be held to a disadvantage because of refereeing, right? Because I promise you, if this was the other way around and the Celtics had lost because of these referee issues, it'd have been all over Sports Center. The Knicks only won because the referees were cheating for them. All kind of propaganda, innuendo, and narratives where people would be, yo, James Dolan gave the referees tickets to the Sphere. Right? Heck is in a building. Heck said I'm driving back from casino. Yo, no doubt. And Jerry Fitz says, I do wonder going forward if that is a call you can challenge. I think it should be at least be addressed. I think it should be addressed at a bare minimum. Like calls like this, even if they can't be challenged, should at least be held for a referee review, i.e., the flopping call. Y'all noticed when guys flopped last night, right? Nobody said anything, but when the game stopped, they called the flop foul and technical. Anybody remember that? So if you remember that, then I think it's fair to say that should at least be under consideration. It should at least be under consideration. Right? At least. Right? It should at least be under consideration. One of those things, booth review. You pay a lot of people a lot of money to officiate, even the review guys. Yeah, Kerry Cox, like I'm with you. Just like the NFL, at least have the people at the booth looking at it while the game is still going on, or that one trip, and correct it. Right? You don't want to disrupt the flow of the game, but at least make the correction. Right? Because here's the thing. This is what I thought about after I saw the article come out. Man, what if Jalen Brunson was injured on that play? What if Jalen Brunson was injured on that play where he came down on Jason Tatum's foot? Just whatever type injury that led to it, right? Whatever lower leg injury comes from that, right? What if Jalen Brunson was injured there? Right? then what? You know what I'm saying? And Trini is right. Trini is right. Man, sorry can't fix stuff like that. You know what I mean? Jalen Brunson would have been significantly hurt in the first game of the season, so we wouldn't have had him for a long stretch or at all for the season. And for that reason, I'm saying if that had been Boston in that case, if Tatum had come down on Brunson's foot, they would have stopped everything. In my mind, in my opinion. So we play the Atlanta Hawks tomorrow. Knicks versus Hawks. And as I thought about this game, as I thought about that game, I was thinking, what does how are my Knicks fans feeling about this Atlanta Hawks game? Sure, hey, Sherman said, "Oh, it's taught. Yeah, it's a dance." And nah, man, hey, bro, it's all in. Hey, bro, it's all in love, bro. Sherman, it's all in love, bro. It's all we just having fun with each other, man. We just cutting up. That's it. Yeah, we just cutting up, bro. We having it's all in fun. Sometimes it's at my expense. Sometimes it's at other people's expense, man. We just cutting up, having fun. That's all we doing, brother. That's all we doing. Don't take that no type of way, man. It's all fun. I love you being here, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun. It's just like friends throwing jabs at each other. That's all. David L says rest will cheat for Murray and Trey. Still JB redemption. Listen, man. Atlanta lost to Charlotte, right? Atlanta lost to Charlotte, and that frustrates me on a number of levels. Right? For one, the Charlotte Hornets shouldn't be beating the Atlanta Hawks, in my mind. In my mind. Right? So if we're in a spot where Charlotte is good enough to beat Atlanta, that means Charlotte is on the radar now. Damian Lillard got 17 free throws tonight, y'all. These referees got to stop, man. These referees got to stop, man, with certain guys getting all these free throws. And Joel Embiid in a big game against a major player in the conference, 24 points on 21 shots. Yo, before I talk about Atlanta, right? Let's have the conversation about Lee.
Salute. What up, bro? Salute to the chat. You know
What's
what I'm
good,
saying?
Mark? How you doing?
I'm doing well. It's like the referees ain't doing well. Already
Yeah,
coming at the
man.
gate.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. The referee thing, I was all ready to come in. I was coming in hot about Atlanta and how I think the Hawks game was going to be a trap game. And then my producer, Miss Mocha, showed me the article about how the referees issued a statement about the Celtics, the blown Celtics call. And
Hey,
you know,
great job.
and I spoke to DSJ earlier, and no lie, DSJ is my witness. I spoke to him earlier on the telephone. I never even mentioned this. You
Oh
know what
no,
I'm
we
saying?
didn't see him. We saw. Hold on a second. I know what you're talking about because we all saw it last night, but then I didn't want that to be the crux of our conversation last night about why we lost. You understand what I'm saying? Because the main reason why we lost is because we missed too many freaking
We
free
just
throws.
didn't play well
Period.
enough. Yeah, we didn't play well enough.
That yeah. But also too though, but if you look hindsight 2020, and if you look back at it, that was what I'm saying, part of with the momentum when we were up by 6 and the momentum shifted back to their favor.
Right,
And I'm gonna say this, and I said it in the chat earlier. We have been going through this thing with the referees since the '90s.
right.
To be real with you,
Okay.
and then on top of that too, what I'm saying. I think there's still some Donahue's out here in in the
Right,
referee thing, but because Vegas needs them guys,
right,
so I mean that's just my personal opinion, and like I always say, I want to be wrong on this one.
right, right, right,
You know,
right. I feel you. I feel you on that, man. I feel like I feel as if the Knicks are on a razor's edge of exemplary play, right? I think the Knicks
now,
are
are you
on.
on to it now? Stop.
No, I'm mumble mouth now.
Of course, yeah,
I'm mumble because I know the word. I just wasn't saying it right. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know. You couldn't articulate it right, but it's cool.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Uh,
I
you
didn't. I
see,
didn't
sure
have
when we
my.
get on each other too.
I didn't have my menu upside down. Did you know the story? Did I tell you the story?
Oh
Did I?
no! You
I
didn't
didn't
do
tell
that.
you that
Yeah,
story.
you did that. Yeah, you told me that. That's why I know when you got
Okay,
that
okay.
froze. I fell out.
And
It was
so
my thing. Was you were bullied
yeah, yeah. So I'm
on
gonna
that
share it
thing?
with the chat. I'm gonna just share it with the chat so it doesn't seem like an inside joke. So chat basically a long time ago, about 35 years ago, I took this lady on a date and I had been chasing her for a long time. She finally gave me the opportunity. This is way before Miss Mocha, right? And so what happened is she finally said yes. I'm getting dressed to go out. Yo, you know what song was out?
Mm,
Put on my
what
best.
some
I can't believe that she said yes. Anybody remember that? Anybody remember that
oh,
song from back in the day? So
oh
so so
god.
that's one of the songs that's out, right? Right. So anyway, we go out on a date. She's mad, bougie, and all this stuff. And I'm like, dang, she fly, she fly. And I'm gonna get back to the Knicks stuff. I just want to tell the itinerant story. So y'all just bear with me. So y'all will be so it won't seem like an inside joke. So when I say the word itinerant, y'all know what I'm getting at. So we're in the restaurant. Fast forward, we're in the restaurant. She has the menu upside down, right? And the waiter comes to the table, miss. And she's like, leave me alone, waiter. I'm too good to be talking to the wait staff. I'm too I'm too good to be talking to the wait staff, blah, 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 boom, boom, boom. And he's like, but man, go away, waiter. Right. And so he tried to tell her. And so she's like, where's your manager? The manager come over and she looking at the menu. The menu was still upside down, right? And she's like, I tried to tell him to such and such and such. She rolling her neck, whatever. And the manager is like, but ma'am, she's like, yeah, this place is Uncle Freezie. This place is just the wait staff is just terrible, right? Blah blah blah. And I look, he like, yo, my man, look. And I look, and she's reading the menu and it's upside down. I bust out laughing. They start laughing because I'm laughing, right? Like, and you with them, blah, blah, blah. I knew I shouldn't have said, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Sherry, they was trying to tell you that you were reading the menu and the menu is upside down. Right? Right? Right. The menu. And so she like, I knew the menu was upside down. I'm not articulate. And when she said, I know the menu was not upside down, I'm not articulate. Oh my God. We did fall out, bro. Oh my God. We wound up staying. Dinner was nice. She was a bad date. Dinner was nice. The restaurant was nice. All of that stuff. She had the menu upside down, right? Trying to read it, right? And she was like, I knew the menu was upside down. I'm not articulate. So now the inside joke between me and Bully and Lee is every time we stumble over a word. Yeah, I'm like, I knew that. I'm not articulate. So that's there is the foundation. There is the origin of the word articulate, right? There's the origin of that, right? But so anyway, moving on. I just had to share that with you. I had to share that with y'all. So anytime you hear me say articulate, it's not like I'm saying illiterate wrong, right? I know what the word illiterate is, but she said articulate, and it's just been like the funny story I tell when I get. But anyway, Lee.
And dyslexic.
Yeah. Articulate. Oh my goodness. All right. So tonight, Joel Embiid played 36 minutes. He was 9 of 21 from the floor, 3 of 7 from 3, 3 of 8 from the free throw line, 0 offensive rebounds, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 block, 7 turnovers, 5 personal fouls.
Let me tell you something. I was watching that. I was watching some of that. And what I saw was Giannis taking that boy to school.
Oh, boy.
When I say Giannis, listen, for all you Joel Embiid fans that the Knicks are sitting here trying to cover for this dude, he's not that guy. I'm sorry. And I tell you this, and Freezie, I don't know. I'm not going to say you said it, but there's some people out here who swear up and down he's the next coming of Patrick Ewing, and I really hate when people say stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because that is like slapping my man Patrick Ewing in the face. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, does he have some Patrick Ewing qualities? Yes. Does he have that warrior mentality? Hell no. Right. I'm trying to tell you, and I saw it in his face. He was defeated. When I say defeated, right, he looked so depressed and sad. It was pathetic. And I said, this is the MVP.
And this is your league MVP. Is this your king? Is this your king? Right? Is this your king? Right? Hey, hold on for a split second, Lee. Okay. Is this your king? Yeah. Oh, my bad. Hey, my bad, man. My bad, big dog. I got you. All right, bam. All right. So my thing with Embiid, and mind you, this is not a regular season, blah, right? This is 2 league MVPs going against each other, right? Now, here's Giannis. Here's Giannis's numbers, right? 35 minutes, 10 of 22, 0 for 3 from 3, 3 of 9 from the free throw line, 5 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds, 13 total, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 7 turnovers, and 4 personal fouls. Right? So basically what I'm getting at is Giannis didn't get. Yo, Nick Yak is in the building. Yo, from now on. Oh, I forgot. Hold on, I got the wide angle on. Hold on.
Yo, what's
Hey,
up?
boss.
What's good?
What up,
What's
Lee?
good, bro?
What up to the chat?
What's
You
happening?
see the chat.
Boy, we about to really talk basketball now, y'all.
Y'all
It's about to
talking
get ugly.
y'all talking a little bit too crazy about the reigning MVP. I'm sorry, Lee. I'm sorry.
Did you watch that game?
I did watch that game. He played like a guy that didn't have his point guard, like a center.
Oh man, stop! Now you making excuses for him,
That's
man.
not.
He's the
That's
MVP.
not. That's not an excuse. That's reality.
Man, stop it, bro. Don't do that. Don't come in with that, man.
What
I
you
know you better than
mean?
that.
He played against.
What
He
you
played.
mean?
He played against a team that was way better than his team. That's
Hold
a
on a second,
fact.
but the matchup. But hold on, him matching up when he was matched up with Giannis. Giannis took the ball from him. He fell on the floor. He laid there and looked like he was gonna cry.
I bet you he
Did he
complained.
not?
I bet you he complained.
He couldn't complain. He couldn't complain. He couldn't complain because
So
he could not complain.
so we're gonna like put a whole like encapsulate his entire game based off of one play against a guy that
I'm
might
just
finish.
saying.
Hold on. Against a guy that might finish top 15 all time. We're gonna
Yes,
encapsulate his entire career.
absolutely gonna do that.
Okay, because he's not
Mm-hmm.
as good as
Mm-hmm.
Giannis.
No. We're gonna. I'm gonna do it because if it was Jackson Hayes that happened against, I would say Joel Embiid had a bad night. But when we talk about the titans of the game going against each other, you know what I'm saying? When we're talking about, you know what I'm saying, bighorn sheep on top of the mountain, somebody got to go. Of course, we got to talk about it, bro.
He's put 40 up on the Bucks multiple times, Freezy.
No, but I'm not talking about that, bro. Just talking about tonight. I'm not talking about how he got his battle scars. I'm talking about,
Well, tonight it just didn't look good tonight. Okay,
right,
I can concede that.
right. This is what I just want to keep things into a certain
Perspective.
sphere. Yeah. Right. I'm not saying that this man, don't deserve a jersey. That's not what I'm saying. Because ultimately, man, Joel Embiid might be a top 20 center all time already. Right? He might be a top 20 center all time already.
If he got an MVP, he's probably pushing top 15 at worst.
I'm
Agreed.
I'm a big old question mark over.
I mean, because he has an MVP, and not like historically. There's only but so many centers that have gotten an MVP in any era.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's so many that should have, but we're not gonna argue that one either.
Right.
Oh no,
right. But
I'll say he had an MVP caliber season. Now, I think Jokic is top, at worst, top 8-ish center of all
at
time.
worst,
At
top
worst,
4. In my mind, at worst, top 4.
I'd have to rattle it off the top of my head, but probably Freezy. When it's all said and done, he'll probably finish top 4.
Top 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my thing is, Dre, I'm not talking about any of that stuff, right? Because I'm not a Bucks fan.
He just looked like he didn't have it
nor
tonight
a
or heart.
Sixers fan. What I'm talking about is that man's intrinsic value to a team that trades for him right now. Right? I'm not
I
talking about his
understand that.
MVP season. I'm talking about tonight. Look at this guy against top level competition.
It,
And
it
if you
wouldn't
think,
it
and if
wouldn't
you
be. Yeah, I was gonna my fault, Freezy, for cutting you off, but it wouldn't be like the juice wouldn't be worth the squeeze because you'd have to gut your team for him, and him alone isn't enough to put you over the top.
right, him and Jalen Brunson is not enough.
Yeah, I can concede that for sure.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I don't want to listen for NBA fans watching across the globe. I'm not diminishing the greatness of Joel Embiid, right? But what I am diminishing is the purchase price,
hmm
right? For a 30-year-old center with that many miles on him and the asking price, right? Joel Embiid right now, I compare Joel Embiid to I'm going to call it this. Joel Embiid is a 2019 Mercedes-Benz GL 550. All the bells and whistles, right? But has like 130,000 miles on it, and no major factory replacement stuff yet.
and a little bit of electrical issues that you can't really figure out how to diagnose.
Right. So yeah,
And the diagnostic costs about $5,000, and they still can't find it.
and they still can't find. Yeah.
Electrical.
So, but Joel Embiid is Joel Embiid doesn't have any of that stuff yet, is what I'm saying. But
With zero warranty.
but you know those major things are coming, right? You
The
know
check
the
light is
major wear
coming.
and tear stuff is coming.
That check light is about to turn on.
You know you
Or
probably
it's
got
already
about
on.
right. You know yeah. So it's you got about 50,000 miles before that check engine panel is gonna go crazy, right? And so if you trade your life savings for that vehicle, say you retired or you use your 401k money to buy that thing cash, right? Right? So you good for a little while, but at some point, all those second round exits from Joel Embiid, all those injuries, all those surgeries, Joel Embiid, all those broken orbital sockets. You know what I'm saying? All those sprained wrists, sprained knees, all of that.
I'm
All
I'm
of that,
more
bro.
like the orbital stuff is kind of like freakish,
Right.
but like
Oh,
the
I know.
lower leg,
I
the
got.
lower leg injuries, those are what
I'll speak to the broken orbital. I'll speak to the broken orbital socket. Right.
yeah.
I'll speak to that. So I got one. I got one right here that had to be repaired due to boxing. Right. I already know, bro. I already know. Trust. I already know when Joel Embiid went through that. I was like, yeah. He tough. If he playing through that, he a tough guy,
He
even with
did
a
it
mask
twice.
on.
He did it twice. I don't know how
Right.
he broke it twice.
Right. Yeah. I
Some
know.
dudes will go that whole career without anything like that ever happening.
Ever. But when you're a big and you're constantly when you're in the paint and you go through all that stuff, bro, I already, man, listen, when Carl Anthony Towns said he needed a break from center, I was like, hey man, get that man a break. Get that man a break from playing center.
As soon as he lost all that weight, I was like, yeah, nah.
Right.
His body is not built for that no more. It's kind of
Right.
the impressive part about Giannis is because his whole game is straight physicality and stays relatively healthy
Right.
no matter what. And
Right.
that's the impressive part to me about Giannis.
Right. But the thing about that though is are you the giver or the receiver? When you're the giver, it seems as if you're less likely to get those injuries like a RJ Barrett. But when you're the receiver, it's like something's always awry. Like Mitch. Mitch is always getting punished. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah.
Some of it is being an underneath the basket type of guy, and Mitch is covering so much ground. It's just there's so much tread. There's just so many more opportunities for you to get screwed up. Whereas RJ is just like he is restricted to land. He's not
Right.
getting up. He's just
Right.
gonna use his strength, and that's about it.
Right. Right. Right.
But I
No doubt.
completely understand where you're coming from because if we're being real about Embiid, even on offense, he's such a high usage player. He's putting himself in scenarios to get injured. He plays a pretty physical brand of basketball outside of the mid range jumpers. So, like, I understand that completely. And remember, he is 30.
Yeah.
30. He's 30 at 7 footer with past knee and lower leg injuries.
Right.
Numerous,
And
like
back.
several. Yeah. Does he
Right.
have a back issue? I didn't know he had a back.
Yeah, he came in the league with a back issue.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He had a back and neck. He had a back and neck thing going on. Joel Embiid is, but he recovered from that stuff. So for the most part, though, he's been relatively healthy for the most part. I think at this point he's probably on his way to the Hall of Fame, right? But at the same time, do the Knicks give up Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, R.J. Barrett, Grimes, or Quickly? I'm sorry, R.J. or Grimes and Quickly and 3 firsts, and then 2 protected first.
Realistically, it's probably going to be only 2 or 3 of them. Probably 3. And probably way more picks than just 3 picks.
Right.
If we're talking about Daryl Morey. Like, Daryl Morey was,
I said 5. If he's asking for more than 5, then it's egregious.
yeah, I think Daryl Morey, if I had to make an educated guess, for Daryl Morey, it would probably be 3 players and 4 picks. 4 firsts.
Even
Right.
And our first, not other teams' first. Ours.
bro. Even that right there to me, what you just said, Freezy, when you spewed it out all so smooth, that is egregious.
That's egregious.
That's egregious.
I'm not, by no means am I saying that's light. Like, if we were to do that, I don't think there's a realistic chance we can compete for a title unless we somehow draft.
Compete for a
Uh,
title. We'd be lucky. We'd be lucky if we make it to the playoffs.
Brunson and Embiid are good enough to get you to the playoffs. I'm not about to
Man,
diminish him that badly, but to actually
man.
legitimately compete for a title, no. Not when you got Dame and Giannis out here looking how they're looking tonight.
Right.
A man came there first game, he dropped 39.
Right.
First game.
Yeah.
So like when we're talking about like it's a clash of the Titans, you got to look around the league and the teams that have duos or not talented duos, they have the requisite depth around them. If we were to do that, there's no way for us to actually get the requisite depth around Brunson and Embiid while they're both floor players,
Right.
and you would just be stuck holding the bag with 2 really, really good to great players
Right.
and absolutely mediocrity around them.
Right.
And
John
No, the
Hart,
rest.
Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah, the rest of the Villanova crew.
yeah, like you're not winning nothing with those role. Like you going against, hypothetically speaking, you going in a playoff series, a deep playoff series, and you going against like Drew Holiday being like the 4th best player on the team,
Right.
Derek White being the 5th best player on the team,
Yeah.
and you trying to be like and you trying to be out here with like what would, hypothetically speaking, Freezy, what would the starting lineup be if we were to do a trade like that? Like, and Randall's not here. It would like it would be Brunson. So like two out of these 3 are gone. Grimes, RJ, and Quickly. Two out of those 3 are gone out of that.
Right.
Probably Randall
Yeah.
and picks.
Yeah.
Your starting lineup would be like Josh Hart, Brunson, Grimes,
DiVincenzo
And DiVincenzo. Yeah.
and Embiid.
and Archie Diacono would be the 6th man.
Oh yeah.
You be running the roster that like there's a reason why RJ played the most minutes last night because we had no wings and we were going against a team with a bunch of wings.
Right.
Like legit wings, not 6'4", 6'5", like 6'6", athletic, long, rangy, and up.
Okay.
And I don't want to jump a statistic. I think last night everyone else that Tatum shot against Tatum shot 70% against everyone else. I guess RJ he shot 20%.
Okay.
Boom. But Freezy mentioned that yesterday because he said the way he was shading him and everything like that, the way he was moving his feet. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? The little things that he picked up and
Using
started
the
doing.
court. Yeah, using the
He
court.
Yep.
was using his strength so he couldn't get to his spots.
Yeah.
Like Tatum can shoot over a lot of people,
Most people.
and
Yeah.
yeah, but if you try to like use your strength to get him out of his spots, it's similar to how KD kind of struggles with smaller players when they get all the way up under him, but they have
Right.
to be extremely stout and quick.
And
Like,
quick.
but if you're not stout, strong, and you're not able to hold your ground, and RJ did a good job shading and help pushing him into help. But when you're talking about that guy with a whole lot of space and
Right.
a lack of communication because KP is a stretch five and he's just taking practice jumpers over Quentin Grimes,
Okay.
there's not too much you can do with this
Right.
roster. And like we're gonna have issues with jumbo wings all year. I mean, we always have issues with big wings.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay. But it's just to put a bow on the Joel Embiid thing, man. I'm not paying that much for Joel Embiid. I'm sorry. Right now, who I would pay that amount for, and maybe more, Anthony Edwards.
Oh yeah, because he's
Anthony,
ascending.
Yeah, okay.
yeah, Anthony Edwards. Right.
I'll say this, Freezy, because if
Pa-
you get in,
Paulo Banchero, I'm paying that right now.
if you, it's about those like when you get those guys, you have them for a decade.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do, and they're constantly ascending. I think the best of Joel Embiid is behind him. It's just a slow descent from
Right.
last year, and that slow descent is still a top 10 NBA player, top 5 at this current moment.
Right.
But
I'm gonna disagree with you on that, bro. Before you get to the end, and I'm sorry to cut you off.
wait, you
But I
don't think
think
Joel's a
that's
top 10 NBA player?
No. I'm trying to say that descent is coming a lot quicker than you think. That's where we disagree at.
Okay.
Go ahead, though.
I think I'm gonna be real. I think he has 3 to 4 more years at a high level.
Right.
I think in a couple of years he's no longer gonna be top 10,
Right.
but he's still gonna be like how I put it this way, like how you view Kawhi or Paul George, where they're not top 10, but they're deadly on any given night.
But they
and
can
win
be a
games.
top 10 player on any given night.
That's exactly what I mean. Like for those
Right.
two, and because they're often injury prone, they can't
Right.
always go full go. And those guys are also 33, 34. That's around the same time I expect Joel to kind of teeter
So
off.
kind of fall off. Right. Right. Yeah. Because when you're talking about chat, and when I'm talking about NBA basketball, I'm talking when I do the comparison. Salute to the Queen too. Dope Soul Sports Talk. I was
Shout
watching
out to
them
Steph.
earlier. Yeah. Salute. Dope Soul Sports and Knicks Talk. What I was oh geez. When I reference who the Knicks can trade for, ultimately I'm talking about bighorn sheep on top of the Matterhorn, right? Somebody got to go tumbling down the mountain, right? It's only one room for the biggest horn on the biggest sheep, right? Lee, you ever seen those National Geographic things where the sheep be knocking heads, and then one sheep?
Marty Stauffer, Wild America.
Yeah. Like
The
when
Mutual of Omaha.
right
Come
when
on, I
they
grew
be
up.
when they are so passionate about being there that they knock heads so much that their legs are wobbly, they can't hardly stand up. And then when they lose, they just go tumbling, they just go toss themselves off the mountain. Because if they can't be on top of the mountain, they don't want to be in the middle of the mountain. Yeah, either I'm on top or it's nothing. Right? So my thing is when you're talking about a Joel Embiid type trade, no. I'm almost at a point where if Denver asks for that much for Jovic, I'm almost like, or Jokic, I'm almost like, I gotta think about that one too.
I'll say this, but his game isn't based on
athleticism
extreme
or none of that.
athleticism. Like
He's pure skill.
He's not completely pure skill because he has physicality to his game, but he's not reliant on extreme explosiveness. Like Joel needs some of this explosiveness to be like a high level offensive player, even though he's very skilled. But he's not.
Both are very skilled.
But one raises the ceiling, raises the floor of his entire team because he's just an elite playmaker, and Joel is just not that.
And one is a Hall of Famer. Right.
I mean, they both are, but there's levels.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. My point is, if I'm offering Mitch, Randall, RJ, or Grimes quickly 3 unprotected firsts and the Washington Wizards first round pick that we have,
they'll probably ask for that Bucks pick.
Oh, and yeah. Because the Bucks pick is a little bit down the road, right?
I believe so.
So if I'm offering all of that, then man, I got to get a Kobe Bryant in return, bro. I can't get a Dominique Wilkins in return, bro.
A cornerstone for a decade.
Yeah, I gotta get a Michael Jordan-esque player in return, bro. I can't get I gotta get a Larry Bird in return, bro. I can't get a Alex English in return. No disrespect to Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex, listen, man, I love you, bro. No disrespect to Alex English, but I gotta get a Larry Bird in return, bro. For all of that, bro, I just mentioned 9 human beings for one. That's crazy. Nah, bro. I gotta get a. I'm not even giving up a John Morant. No, John. That's
not. I wouldn't even do that for John.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta be potential generational, and you gotta be like right before or smack dab in your prime. It's like 25, 26 at worst.
25-year-old Grant Hill. Done. I'll do that one. Right. 25-year-old Grant Hill that crosses up Michael Jordan and dunks on Scottie Pippen. I'll take that. I'll take that. When the dude is so good, Scottie Pippen look at him and it's like, yo, did you just see that? Yeah. I need that type of return. When it's 9 for 1. When it's 9 for 1, bro. Nah.
And to be absolutely honest, when it's 9 for 1, you're ultimately trying to max out what that is. So you don't have a year or 2 years to figure it out. Because in a year or 2 years, Joel might be falling off completely.
Yep.
In time for you to actually get those pieces.
Right.
You're looking like Larry Hall now.
Right.
Right. I mean, so in a bad game, right? in a bad game, yeah, 30. So let's put that in perspective.
Yeah. And so just for perspective, everybody, I'm not saying Joel Embiid is a bad person, and I'm not trying to be finicky like that. What I'm not being finicky. I'm putting out a clear. I'm delineating exactly what I want. Right. So if it sounds like I'm being finicky, no, I'm telling you exactly what I want. It's the complete opposite, right? Like with me, I'm not giving up. Man, listen, I'm not giving up all of that for LeBron and AD together. You know what I'm saying? No.
But I'd say this. Jerry Fitz said something kind of poignant in the chat. Those guys are very rarely available.
I understand.
And you may never have the opportunity for that while Jalen Brunson is in his prime.
Right. And for that reason, it's important for us to look at all the avenues of the star search, and not just the best player in the league.
Either you can
Right.
try to build, you can try to build it out where it's just solid players up and down your roster, and you just go ride the hot hand down the stretch of games.
Right.
Some like the way, and unfortunately for us, the way that a championship may not coincide with having a top 3 player.
Right.
It's hard, but
It's hard.
it's hard to do, but it's been done.
But my theory is this: instead of giving up the kit and caboodle for Joel Embiid, who is disgruntled, right? Say Joel Embiid is disgruntled, right? You don't know why he's disgruntled. Joel Embiid might be disgruntled because the center doesn't get enough touches, right? And he's the league MVP. And so you trade for him in Tom Thibodeau's offense?
He's gonna burn out in like 30 games.
You don't know, right? You see what you feel me?
Like,
feel me?
We're kind of lucky Randall's an Iron Man because not many superstars could take that type of punishment on a night in and night out. That type of usage,
right?
Heavy isolation every night and then play 95% of your game,
right? Or he may be disgruntled because, right? So he may be disgruntled because he feels like he's carrying an unjust payload. And then you're going to gut the roster and trade for him and bring him here?
Or the payload is just going to be even
worse? And the fans are worse? Yo, I'm just saying, and when I say the fans are worse, I mean the fans are more intense than Philly, right? Mm-hmm. My thing is just we just got to be careful. I would rather, yo, look who here, everybody. Bam.
Salute.
What's good, boss?
Salute, Dre. I'm good, Freezie. Lee, what's good, baby?
What's good, baby? What's good, Heck?
Chilling, dog. Chilling.
Hey, man, the star and creator and host of Knicks Morning Brew. Heck is in the building. We also know him as Project Nerd HQ also.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, Freezie. Just here kicking it, trying to get through this loss or whatever. But I went to the casino. I was able to make back the money I spent to go to the game. So I'm feeling type nice. I was able to go on those slot machines and get that $250 back.
Take that house. The house will always win.
Big time.
Yeah, man. I watched the show, and I spoke with Heck, man. I told him I watched the show, the last few days, man. I love it. I'm a big fan of it, man. So the show comes on right after hours. We do about 9 to whatever, and then but I know they're on at 11 sharp, and so shout out to Jigga and Phil. And the other guy,
Jerry Ferrara.
Shout out to him. Somebody was telling me that he's a big deal. I just don't know who he is. Hey, well, and if you watch him, bro, no disrespect. I promise. No disrespect, bro. I hope it's what I'm saying.
Not a power guy?
Yeah, homie from Power, Proctor.
Turtle.
No.
Yeah, from Entourage.
Not an Entourage guy?
No, I just never watched it.
He down with the Entourage now. Heck.
Yeah.
Now salute. Hey man, salute to our guy, bro. Salute to him.
Yeah.
Salute to him. I just don't know him. Salute to him, bro.
Yeah. Now, one thing I say, Jerry is real good people's. I've known Jerry over the past couple of years. I've had the pleasure of interviewing him on the Yanks Morning Brew and the Knicks Morning Brew, and he just vibes with us so well, and he believes in what we're doing. He wanted to join and help us out. So he's a co-host with us now on the Knicks Morning Brew every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m.
Dope.
Yeah, and we've been pulling out amazing guests. Tomorrow we have Marshall Green from Chat Sports, Knicks Chat Sports. Monday we got Stephen Bondi coming on. Wednesday, John Starks, your favorite Knick of all time, will be on the on the show on Wednesday. So you got to make sure to tune into that one, Freezie.
Right. Oh, well, I'm tuning into all of them, bro. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
that one's a special one for you, Freezy.
right, right, right,
Mhm.
right. I might sneak backstage, bro. Just stars. Oh my god. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
hey, hey, let me get a discount on a Kia, man.
Yeah.
That word.
Please. Right. Um. So let me first say for those that don't know. So Heck used to rock like at nights, man. I was working for this company, trying to get this. Lee, it's what I do, bro. Every 3 or 4 years, I'll get a wild hair and I'll start like a company, kind of like what I'm doing now with this agency that I got up and
Mhm.
running, man, trying to get it off the ground, trying to make some money. And heck, them used to fill in at nights, bro, and just rock the spot, just sit there and just
I remember that.
and just rock
Mm-hmm.
and just rock and just rock.
I remember.
And occasionally he'll have somebody with him. You know what I'm saying? You remember who was with you at that time?
It was myself. It was I'm forgetting his name. I do apologize. Free Keith.
Free Keith,
Was
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
And then homie from Charlotte. I'm forgetting his name. Who was a big Kevin Knox fan. Freezy. What was his name?
Hoodie
Used to
Kev.
ride Hoodie
Hoodie
Kev.
Kev.
Cody
Yeah.
Cav, yeah.
Hoodie Kev. Yeah. And then of
Hoodie
course
I
Kev.
remember them.
my guy Zach. Al
Yeah.
used to come on with us all the time. We used to have a good time at nighttime. Nice used to come on at nighttime.
Was JD with y'all?
No. Well, JD used to come. JD used to come on, and that's the
Yeah.
first time I ever met JD.
Yeah. Yeah. Jade, I don't know where he's at right now. I think he was with Knicks Fan TV for a little while. I don't know if he's still there, but
Nah, he's still there with Knicks Fan TV rocking out.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, man. So yeah, I used to rock the spot and then I used to come in with the terrible audio. Like,
Yeah, yeah, with the headset,
yeah, they be like, yo,
You
are you
remember?
in it? And y'all be like, yo, are you in a machine? No, I'm under the machine, dog. I'm
Free,
under the machine. That's why my audio was terrible. You know what
Freezy
I'm
had that. Freezy had the headset that the insurance salesman got in the office. That's the one he used to carry out there.
saying? No doubt, no doubt,
Corey,
no
you know
doubt,
what I mean.
no
Yes,
doubt,
sir. Yes,
no
sir.
doubt, no doubt, no doubt, man. And from that time to now, um, um, I think Heck has gone through the ranks, so to speak. All of it has not been smooth. Everybody, all of it has not been smooth, man.
Mhm,
It's you win some, you learn about some stuff, you win some, you learn
mhm,
about some stuff, and now, um, he's got the Knicks One and Brew, which I absolutely love. I think it's a much watch for a Knicks fan, because the graphics are dope, the energy is dope. Plus he's got Jigga up there. You know what
mhm.
I'm saying? I man crush Jigga. I don't even know. I don't know if he even knows how much people like him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know if he even understands his celebrity. You know what I'm saying? He probably just going and getting like he just
Yeah.
walking getting coffees and shit. Like, yo, but there's cats out there that really like his energy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
So
Nah,
yeah,
100%.
him and Phil. Why does he go by all caps, bro? What is that?
Phil, because he has like a collection of Knicks caps. So he if you watch on the show,
Oh, I
that's why
got
he
you.
switches.
Okay,
Yeah. So he got
okay,
Phil all caps. Like honestly,
okay.
when I went to his house, I went to go visit him in Tampa, Florida. When I went to his house, Freezy, I kid you not, over 100 different Knick hats. I kid you
Wow,
not. Like he has a whole closet dedicated to
Jesus.
just different
wow.
Knick caps, bro. Like, yeah,
Right. So it's a
he's a
double
beast with that.
entendre
It's a
because
double
he's also
entendre.
the social media guy.
Yeah. He does a lot, and then also, like I mentioned to you, he's a dope wedding photographer. So if there's anyone out there that you need a photographer, a top photographer for anything, Phil was voted as the #1 wedding photographer in the country. So that's why a lot of our camera work and our lighting work it comes from Phil. He helps us out when it comes to how to set up our perfect lighting. That's why a
That's
lot of our camera quality is up there.
wow.
Sheesh.
Yeah, and also I want to let the people know that don't know. Shout out to Worldwide L, my guy Hard Will, because I was able to start For the Love of the Game with them, and I was
Right,
rocking out with them for like a year and a half. I couldn't dedicate my time to the nighttime just because of the company and the
right,
business that I was working with. So I had
right.
to move everything to the morning when it comes to content creating. But I just want to take a shout out, give a special shout out to my guys Will and L, just because. And with you, Freezy, I don't think I'll be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for L, if it wasn't for Will helping me out along the way.
So I felt like there is a lie that was detected, right? So the lie that was detected is you wouldn't achieve stuff without such and such. Cream always rises to the top, right? So the only thing I placed in you is faith and confidence, right? Like I always have the utmost faith and the utmost confidence in you and whatever it is that you're doing. And for those that think that sounds corny, when you're a grown man and another grown man tells you that they have complete faith in you and complete confidence in you and it feels real, that's empowering, bro. People do me
Mm-hmm.
like that sometimes, bro. And it just feels like I got a boost of energy or something, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like I'm that way with Heck, man. This was all of this was coming. You know what I'm saying? All of this was coming to you, bro. So I didn't
Appreciate
mean to
that,
call you a
Freezy.
liar there, bro. I just want
Nah, I appreciate that, Freezy. It's been a blessing, right? Because you know my story. I was working for ADT. I got injured on the job, fell from an 8-foot ladder, messed up my whole back, and I was
right,
able to get into content creating because I was on workers' comp, right? So it
yeah,
gave me free time to focus on this while still being able to pay my bills because that money was still coming in. But
right,
if it, but and I'm gonna say it again, if I didn't get the opportunity to be on your open panel, I don't think I would have had the confidence and the courage to try to start a YouTube channel.
right,
That's
right,
why with the Knicks Morning Brew and the Yanks Morning Brew, I make sure that I still have that open panel.
Do you know that this is a chimney and every floor here?
Hey, don't worry about the excuse. Heck, everybody, that's his chauffeur. That's Heck. That's his personal assistant. You know what I'm saying? Coming to him, rocking with him. So
But
yeah,
no,
man.
that's the personal chef. You got it
Yeah.
wrong.
Oh, I forgot. God, I forgot.
I,
Yeah,
I
man.
apologize. I apologize
Hey,
for that, man.
so Heck, who was that? Was
Random.
that the chauffeur or the personal
No,
assistant?
no, that's just some random Karen thinking that she could tell people when they can and when they cannot
Oh
talk.
nah.
Oh
Oh
yeah, you
nah.
must be in the Bronx.
Yeah, so I'm holding my composure. You see, I'm holding my
Okay.
composure.
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Hey, salute to the greatest borough that has ever existed, the Bronx, New York.
No, I'm
Mm.
actually living in Inwood right now. So we got a lot of gentrifiers from Ohio and from
Oh.
Michigan thinking they could tell people who actually grew in the neighborhood where they can and where they
Inwood,
cannot
you
be
know
at.
that's where my family's at, bro.
Yeah, I'm right on
He in the
207
Five Town.
and Broadway.
Yeah,
Iowa folks is out here telling you what to do.
yeah,
Crazy.
It's
man.
crazy. It's crazy. But anywho, that's why I keep my composure.
Right.
Be careful out
Inwood,
there in Nassau County.
USA, bro. I remember
Mhm.
I told Worldwide L and Hartwell, I was like, yo, shout out to everybody in Inwood. That's where my family from. And they was like, Inwood. Because I guess people was gonna, they thought I was gonna say Harlem or Flatbush, you know what I'm saying?
You look a
Or
little Dominican,
Southside
Freezy. You can get
Jamaica,
away with it.
Queens.
You got a little Dominican in there, Freezy.
Yeah, man. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. I was called
Yeah,
Polynesian the other day, bro.
there's no arrogance like Harlem arrogance. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right,
Dre,
right.
I don't think it's arrogance. I just think it's the most confidence in the world.
Yeah, it's
That's what I
kind of,
think
yeah,
it is.
yeah,
Yeah, I just think it's a confidence on a different level when it comes to folks from cats from Harlem.
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
if you ever heard State of the New York Knicks podcast talk,
Shout out to
Oh,
State.
shout out to
yeah,
State, bro.
yeah. Shout
Wow.
out to him, by the way.
Freezy,
Shout
you
out to,
remember when we used to be on to like 3 a.m, me, you, and State
and
and Kev as
Hadouken.
well, Hoodie Kev, Hadouken talking
Right,
comics. Like it'd be
right.
times that for a whole hour would just straight talk comic book movies and stuff like that.
Just straight get off path. You know what I'm saying? Just straight get off topic. Just go down the rabbit hole, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, be straight. Just go down just like a rabbit hole, bro. Whether it's as politics or U.S. history or
Mm-hmm,
whatever it was, we just go straight off of. But
mm-hmm.
The
those,
Knicks
those
community is so intertwined because y'all naming people I've already spoke to at different points.
right,
All over, like it, like it's
right.
just so much intertwined. Like good energy finds each other.
It's a 60-degree separation, Dre. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So how are you guys feeling? How are the guys at Knicks Morning Brew feeling about the Celtics loss and the upcoming Atlanta game?
We we haven't talked yet because we still trying to process the loss. But honestly, for me, I don't want to speak on the other guys. I know we lost the game, and I know a lot of us is clamoring on the fact that we lost the game, and we want to take shots at Julius, which is well deserved, and Brunson, which is well deserved. But I felt that if there's any silver lining, is the fact that with our two top dogs, Brunson and Randall, they didn't show up, but we still lost the game by 4 points, and then we was in it in the last 4 minutes of the game. So for me, that's a silver lining against a team like the Celtics that's expected to be competing for the 1 or 2nd seed in the East. So knowing that our top dogs didn't show up, but we were still in the game, and Dante DiVincenzo didn't give us anything, that's the silver lining I'm looking at. Right? Yeah. Randall missed 17 shots. Brunson didn't get a point, didn't get any points until the end of the second quarter, going into the second half. I get that, but I'm looking for the silver lining. We saw RJ had a good game. I just want to see what happens the next game because we're used to RJ having a good game, but then disappearing for the next 5 games.
Right.
I was gonna piggyback off what you said because I said this last night with Freezie, and I was like, the thing I can take away from it is like the 3 guys that we rely on to raise the ceiling of this team. Relatively, they performed pretty well for what they were asked to do. Quentin Grimes played solidly outside the game, could be in the first quarter.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Quickly was quickly, and RJ played well. If we have Randall and Brunson play to their normal levels, or even just a little bit beneath their normal levels, we'll win a ton of games. So, like, I was kind of me and Freezer were talking about how will we improve year over year, and it'll be internally in terms of internal growth. And if one game was an indicator, I know we can't use one game to extrapolate everything, but I saw some growth from 3 guys that we need to have growth out of, the 3 young guns, in order to raise our ceiling. So I have faith Brunson and Randall turn it around. It's just one game. We just want the consistency out of the young guys, and I think I can almost count on Quickly to just bring whatever he has. He's gonna bring it. Now it's just RJ. If RJ gets it together, that's when we talk. Then we cooking with gas.
Right. See, that's the thing. That's one of the things about where we are is we're on a good course, a nice charted course, right? If we're real with each other, if we're all real with each other and understand the trajectory versus our wishes, we expect this team to probably be a 2nd round team that in a good matchup beats someone and makes the Eastern Conference Finals. But we know we're not a championship level contender, right? And then next year we would expect to be dominant in the playoffs, make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, and maybe win and go to the championship. But understand our floor is now the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah,
and then the year after that, we would expect the team to take the next step with this group and be championship level contenders and be competitive in a NBA Finals, where the team we don't go there and get swept. We make a good show for ourselves. Like if we go, maybe we lose 4 games to 2. The energy in the city would be crazy. You get 3 NBA Finals games in the Garden, right? And even if you don't win, you have at least get close enough to see what the mountaintop looks like, right? Now, depending on what the matchup is from the other conference, you may get there and realize whatever it is that you have is enough to beat that team, and you can become the NBA champ. But just work is still not done. You beat a team that you were better than, but you may have not been the best team in the NBA. Maybe you just navigated a tough playoff bracket, got there, got a good matchup, and won. But the year after that, though, we're talking about like 5 years. We expect to be the NBA champs. We're saying it with our chest. You know what I'm saying? Like super confident, right? But the thing is what is a reasonable trajectory and what is on our bucket list or wish list are usually two different things. And I think for Knicks fans this season to feel as if this team is good enough right now to be the NBA champ, I think is wishful thinking. If it occurs, if it happens, right, then I think we'll all be celebrating like it's 1999. Or so we didn't win it in 1999, right? So we'll
No.
be celebrating like it's 1973, right? So, and my thing is I think the Knicks fans heck are torn between the what's on their wish list and what is a clear outline to success, right? And so when you speak to most Knicks fans, they have Lee. You remember that song "Blurred Lines"? Blurred
Yeah.
lines. I think the lines are blurred between what is a reasonable trajectory and expectation and what's on our wish list.
Mm. I think the excitement of getting to the playoffs and winning a round kind of makes like the fan base look or become more eager
Right,
or like antsy about it. But
right.
to be absolutely honest, Reezy, trajectories can change overnight. To be
Mm,
absolutely honest, like before the Warriors won in 14-15, I don't think they were top five in odds to win the title that year.
right. Because our thinking was wrong.
Yeah.
The way we thought about basketball was wrong. Right? Because like and
People were like, shooters are not going to win no damn championship.
right, exactly.
Exactly.
Exactly. See, the way we thought about stuff, we felt like you needed a hyper athletic 6'6" shooting guard, right? You needed some type of bouncy, elite, athletic big, right? And you've seen the failures. You've seen the Tyrus Thomases. You've seen the Stroke Swifts. You've seen the Anthony Randolphs, where
Oh,
NBA
God.
teams know that an elite, athletic, super bouncy big was the way to go, right? Even the Knicks did it. The Knicks had a roster with Flight White and Anthony Randolph on it. Y'all remember that?
Don't forget Billy Walker.
Bill, yeah, I love Bill Walker, bro. I love Bill Walker. So heck, what I was getting at is I think Knicks fans at this moment may have blurred lines between what a reasonable expectation is and what a clear trajectory of growth is.
Hmm.
And I think what that might provide most Knicks fans is with an unreasonable expectation, but a whole bunch of talking points and narratives. Right?
Mm.
All we need is Joel Embiid and we'll win a chip. Joel Embiid really can't win a chip on his own team. And Joel Embiid played with James Harden, Jimmy Butler, um, um,
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, JJ Redick. You know what I'm saying? All those guys. So
Yeah.
Let's have the wait and see approach, right? Because like you said, when it comes to Joel Embiid, he is a phenomenal talent. I'm not sure if you guys saw the video that came out earlier with Scott Perry talking about what Utah wanted for Donovan Mitchell and how Scott Perry literally said, listen, if you want all of that, that type of player got to be a game changer and be able to take you to the chip. If that's the case, Donovan Mitchell would have done that in Utah, right?
right,
Same thing with Joel Embiid. I know he won an MVP. He's coming up for the MVP. But I honestly think that was the writers being tired of giving it to Joker, right? So
Yep.
they just gave it to Joel
Thank
Embiid
you.
on some sympathy shit, right? And I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
need to take anything away from Joel Embiid because he is a phenomenal player. I just want to put that out there. But
right,
I felt that MVP should have went to Joker because he did have a better season, and the voters would. It's just like with LeBron when he was
right,
winning MVPs back to back. The writers they're gonna get tired after a while, want to give it to someone else and raise up the next person that they think is a star.
right, right, right. Michael Jordan should have won the MVP every year he was in the league. Period.
This sounds like the Hunger Games, though, more so than the NBA.
Yeah,
When it comes to that,
True, Drake.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I mean,
Hey, man. Let me ask. Um, uh, um. let me ask this to you. How difficult is it to start a YouTube channel?
It's very difficult because a lot of people think that their first video is going to crack for 50,000 views, right?
Yep.
And this is what I always tell people. I remember starting Yanks Morning Brew, Freezie, and you could attest to this, having 4 to 5 people in the chat, right? If
Right.
that, right?
Right.
And if anything, 3 of those profiles were me on my different iPhones, right? So
Right.
I was the one in
Right.
the chat talking to myself while I was on stream, right? It's
Right.
all about consistency and being willing to put yourself out there, right?
Right.
Like I said, I deal with a lot of anxiety. Coming on your platform, I was able to get through that. That's why I make it important to have the open panel, because I know there's a lot of people that want to start their own channel, but they're just nervous and don't know how to go about it. So I
Right.
always invite people up, come on to the open panel, use this as the gym to get a little bit better. And if there's any
Right.
tips that I can help you with, I'm an open book, Freezy. You know, you can call me for anything, even if it has
Right.
nothing to do with sports. We'll be having a phone call for 5-6 hours talking about
Yeah.
garbage, right?
Right. We got to talk about capitalism, bro.
Yeah, we gotta get back. Dre
We
doesn't
gotta
like
talk
that conversation that much. Every time we talk about it, he mutes me by accident, you know.
Right. Right. Yeah, we got to get back on. Yeah, we got to have that on vibes and stuff, bro. We got to talk about capitalism. But
Yeah.
but the thing about you guys is YouTube channel. The thing I like is when I click on the button, I feel like I'm entering into something as opposed to trying to figure out what this thing is.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So there is a comfort level that is there before I even, you know what I'm saying, understand what the conversation is. And it has nothing to do with me knowing you, because listen, I know a lot of people that have YouTube channels and they shit is whack. Right? It's just what it is. Either they're super angry about something and they vent that anger and frustration on their channel and you can feel it, right? Or they don't know how to do and I'm not going to teach a lesson here, but basically with Knicks Morning Brew, when you get up, when you see Jigga and everybody, and it's like this thing where my man is like, he like your neighbor, like y'all used to play low league together, you know what I'm saying, off rip, you know what I'm saying. And so and I'm sorry I missed him I missed him in Charlotte, right? Jigga, I was supposed to meet Jigga in Charlotte or something.
No, he said that he met you, Jay Boogie, and oh man, and Josh, Uncle Fulio.
Oh.
For like a minute.
Yeah, for just like a minute. That's what he said. It wasn't that long. But he said that, he was like, yeah, I met Freezy when we was there at the game, but it wasn't that long.
Yeah. Man, I regret that, man. I wish we could have, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But there'll be other times. There'll be other
Yeah,
times.
definitely. We gotta have you on the show, and whenever you want us to come and jump on your show, even if it's in the morning, right? On the next morning drive before we start our show, you just let me know, and we there, Freezy.
Okay.
Just send out the bat signal, pops.
Get the old man out there by the light, cranking down the thing, man. Man. Yeah, man.
But one thing I want to say when it comes to the team, and some people may say that I'm waving a flag and being the company man. When it comes to Leon Rose, and this is something that someone close to me told me, Leon Rose, every day he gets a file, articles of what people say on social media, what other podcasts say, so he's listening to us. Just know, Knick fans, your voice is being heard in the front office. Even if you don't know it, Leon Rose is listening to what the Knick fans are saying, right? And I think that I finally have confidence in this organization. This is the 4th year in a row that we have the same front office and the same coach. Some people may be 50-50 when it comes to Tibbs, but to me, I think it's important that we set a foundation and build off of it, and we're not switching people every 2 years or every 3 years. When's the last time we had a front office and a head coach that's been with the team for 4 years straight? We haven't had that in a long time.
The 90s.
Jeff Van Gundy and Scott Layden.
Right. Hey, heck, you know what else? When's the last time you had a decent point guard in back-to-back seasons? So there is progress. There is progress being made for sure. Now, but here's the thing: when you deal with one of the biggest metropolises in the world, bro, you gonna give us what we want, or we're gonna talk shit about you, bro. That's just a part of it, bro. Because and so Leon Rose might be feeling that way, but you know who else is feeling that way? The Yankees front office. You know what I'm saying? People talk trash about the Yankees front office, bro. You know who else is the Mets front office? Under pressure. You know, so if Leon Rose is checking us out, man, the main thing I would say to him right now is, hey, man, you know, man to man, bro, you in charge of our baby. You're in charge of our baby, bro. You know what I'm saying? We put some trust in you. You know what I'm saying? We being quiet. But if this thing don't go the way that we want, you already heads are gonna roll. It's the same thing people did to the any Giants fans in here? Bro,
Come on, man.
You think New York is gonna be quiet about the Giants not being good? You think New York is not gonna be quiet about the Jets not being good, bro? So
when was the last time the Knicks was the team in New York that we had confidence in? The Yankees ain't give us nothing. The Mets front office is horrible. The Jets and the Giants is going to the thing. The Knicks. When was the last time the Knicks was the team in New York City that we could say, you know what, we feel confident going into the season?
When was the last time the
I
Knicks
was,
were
I
at
was,
the
I was
front of
rocking
the
in my
line?
daddy's arm.
Yeah, bro.
Don't age yourself, Lee. Don't age yourself, bro.
I might have
I'm not
been.
aging myself.
I might have been like 8. I might have been like 8 years old, right? So it might have been what 70, 76, 77, something like that. With a Nick, no, because you know who was at the front of the line in 76, 77? The Yankees. The Yankees. So
But after 10 to 15 years of being trash, after 61, it was a wrap. From 62 to 76, it was garbage.
right. A lot of injuries, aging veterans, busted draft picks.
Cocaine.
Yeah, cocaine, hell of a drug, bro.
Even still, that was such a long Freezie. They didn't have zip codes in the 70s. That's how long it's been since the Knicks was the confident team in New York City. Before zip codes.
Before zip codes, bro. Richard Nixon said, I am not a crook. It's been that long. It's been that long. But my thing though with our sensibilities is you already know when you take the job, you already know what the sensibilities are in the tri-state area. It's championship or bust for every team. When you're bad, we're gonna let you know that you're bad. We're gonna let you know that you're bad on the radio, in the newspapers, on the streets, everywhere. Right? So it's one of them things, man, where when you take the job, you understand the sensibilities of the cities. Right? This is we want the New York tri-state area to be the area of champions. And when you watch other areas do it, like Boston, when you watch Boston do it, bro, you like, what's going on here, bro? I mean, when you watching the Red Sox, the Patriots, the Bruins, you know what I'm saying? You're like, what's going on here, bro? When you're watching Philly do it with style, they out here running the Philly special. They out here high stepping on Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, jeez, man. So when you have those, because the Yankees hadn't won a championship in a while, the Giants hadn't won a championship in a while, the Knicks, the Jets, the Mets, they hadn't won a championship in a while, bro. So if you're Leon Rose and that front office, they got to understand that, bro. You know what I'm saying? These fans are desperate and thirsty, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't fault them. They get if you see some of my DMs, bro, cats legit coming in like, why you always such, bro? It's championship or bust. I agree. I agree, but Rome wasn't built in a day, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So
and I want to say, like, the powers that be won't allow us to have things that easily compared to other organizations. So teams are not trying to give us their stars. Let's just put it that way.
Hey, yeah, hey, great point, Dre.
You ain't never
That's
lied,
a great
Dre.
point. Dre, I'm gonna get the link to y'all's YouTube page
Copy.
and put it in the start throwing it on the community tab because I really want everybody to understand what a great product this is.
Yep.
I don't do that for everybody, bro. And some people, some people will not even talk to me right now because I won't do it. You hater, you just hate my swag. No, I don't hate your swag, bro.
We
It's just
only endorse good products at
yes.
Blorange Tears.
I just some of your shit is just whack, bro. I mean, everybody goes through the learning curve.
Yeah. I tell you this: the graphics that I was making at the beginning aren't like the graphics that we making now, right? You know, we're all self-taught. Myself, Jigga Man, like you said, Celso, we've taught each other how to make graphics, how to become graphic designers. And I tell people the easiest way to do YouTube University. Go to
YouTube University,
YouTube.
bro.
YouTube University is the easiest tool you got. Whatever you need to learn how to do when it comes to starting your YouTube channel, just go to YouTube to figure it out. Type it in. You'll find some great channels out there that can help you out. And like I said, people, if you got me on Instagram, if you're friends with me on Twitter, message me. I'll help out, give whatever tips I can. It's just
Right,
you got to be willing to put the grind in. That's all it is.
right. And be respectful of people's time too. Don't hit somebody up and be like, "Yo, do this for me. Hit me back by 12 o'clock." You got to relax, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People are like, "Yo, can you?" Heck, I get hit up sometimes, right? People will be like, "Yo, man, I'm doing a show at 7 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Can you come through, man? We'll really appreciate it. We love you, bro." And I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, it's 4:37. And you telling me that you want me to be on at 7? No, I'm not doing that. And then they're like, "Yo, he a hater. I told you he was phony baloney." No, I'm not a hater. I'm not phony baloney. Just be respectful of people's time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You know, I go back and forth on Starks. I love John Starks, bro. Right? I love John Starks. I also love Clot Frazier. So I have them. And so my top 3 Knicks of all time are Pat, Starks, and Clyde Frazier. Right. And I go back and forth, depending on what the conversation is, I will flip flop, right, on who I think is my favorite Knick. Because if we're having the heart and soul conversation, I'm always like, John Starks is like, bro, it's not even fair how much he gave to the city. Right. That dude got traded to another team. Right. And when the Knicks was in the playoffs, he came back to the Garden to be with his ex-teammates, man. Bro, yo, when cats do stuff like that, bro, you like, oh my God, bro. Clyde Frazier is the greatest defensive guard of all time, right? The guards he had to guard during his era, Oscar Robertson, Jerry West. You know what I'm saying? The cat from Philly, the dude from Philly always escaped me, but he was a great scoring guard with Wilt Chamberlain. Hal Greer, Lenny Wilkins. Man, listen, man, Clyde Frazier. But then people will say, yeah, Pat Ewing is top 50 all time. Nah, in my mind, Pat Ewing is a top 2 center of all time. Period. In my mind. But let me ask this: when you get John Starks on, man, so are you guys going to talk about the Starks Foundation and the things that he do in the community, or is it going to be more like fan engagement? The fans are going to ask the questions and things of that sort.
You muted. Yeah, you're good now. Now you muted. My bad. Okay, you good.
Now we can't hear you, bro.
Talk.
Now we can't hear you, bro.
Nah, nothing.
Oh boy.
No.
And the Inwood internet is getting them?
No, it's not the internet. It's I think he switched inputs on
Okay.
his headphones, and then sometimes you gotta leave and come back.
Yeah.
Because I think like when you use StreamYard, you're on a web browser. Sometimes it gets a little jerky.
Yeah, man.
How about now? Can
Bam.
you hear me now?
Yeah,
Am
you
I
good.
good
Yeah,
now?
You good.
yeah,
Yep.
Yes,
got
sir.
It's the like you said, Freezy, is the N-word internet just acting up. That's what it is. Tell your cousins to pay their bill. I'm trying to get that hotspot right now, Freezy.
bro.
That's what it is.
We come on, bro.
No. All jokes aside,
I'm just joking. I'm
um,
just joking. I'm just joking.
when it comes to Starks, it's 50-50, right? We're going to talk to him about the Starks Foundation. He also has an energy drink company that he just started this year. So we're going to talk to him about that, show that, highlight the drink. But also, our entire show is always fan engagement, right? Whatever
Okay.
chats that are being put in the chat, we're going to bring them up when it comes to questions. We may have a few giveaways as well. I can't guarantee that. But shout out to
Right.
the ladies at Knicks OmniFan. They're the
Right.
ones that put the event together at the Garden last night. Jazz and Jennifer, two sisters. They're
They do
amazing.
great work. They do great work,
They
bro.
do great work, Freezy.
Right.
If you can, you gotta have them on. You gotta have them on the show when
Okay.
it. If you want, I can make that connection if you want, because
Okay.
I got in with them. They're real good people. We're gonna have them on the show as well. But it's going to be 50-50. We're to talk to Starks about the foundation, his energy drink, and then obviously all the chats. Any questions from the fans, we're gonna highlight them and
Right.
bring them up as well. He's gonna be with
Right.
us for that entire hour, so it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, man. Well, it's going to be a good show regardless. But having him on too, where a Knicks legend is available
Mhm.
to the public, man, is awesome, bro. You
I
know,
think also the appeal about Starks, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, right? I'm a bit younger than the Starks era fans. I wasn't able to fully enjoy Starks, but I think why a lot of New Yorkers and Knicks fans relate to Starks is because we see ourselves in him, right?
right,
He's the average New Yorker. He's the average guy. You can tell that
right,
John Starks, if he was living in the city, he'll be taking a train from the Bronx to Brooklyn just to go to work, right? That's the
right,
type of person that John Starks is.
right, right. Yeah, that's man, that is my guy, bro. Right. He is actually the Kurt Warner story before Kurt Warner. Right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? John
Facts.
John Starks is to me an idol and an icon. You know what I'm saying? I wish we could have him around more, but at the same time, I do a live stream where sometimes the link is, you know what I'm saying, and so sometimes things get a little Jerry Springer-ish. I kind of take pride in that at night though.
Just
The
a little
Jerry
bit.
Springer, yeah. I take pride in that though because everything can't be Oprah. You know what I'm saying? You got to give Knicks fans a place to vent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes things get a little hectic, but or crazy. But it's one of those things that my goal had been and is and will always be getting to a point where I can get Knicks legends to come on and get them in a place where they're comfortable too, because they're people too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get them in a comfortable space where we can kind of talk about um pinpoints in history.
Mm-hmm.
So so man, John Starks is one that I've always wanted to eventually I guess we can make that happen. That's if Corey Lee don't go gaga when he see John Starks. That's if Corey Lee don't have a meltdown. Oh my God, I can't believe it's him. Yeah.
Oh, number one, I don't get starstruck. Number two, you know what I'm saying? More importantly, could you please, just for Knicks Nation, like what Freezy was to piggyback what Freezy said, please, I want you to please actually ask him to go not totally into detail, but tell the Knicks fans how he became a Knick and how his journey was coming from college, coming from Oklahoma, where he came from,
Right.
going and becoming a Knick, going through the CBA and the SYLLAAA league. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
He had how his journey was because
Right.
him and sum this up real quick. Him and Anthony Mason, you know, their story is similar, sort of the same, and how Pat Riley picked them both up pretty much
Right.
at the same time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And look at what he did with them. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So, and now as I ask you that, it makes me look and see in hindsight how Pat Riley's always picking up some scraps. and shining them up and turning them into gems. But that's another story for another day. But that's the only thing I ask from you. Heck, if you could do that for me, I would greatly appreciate that because I
Oh, I
will be
got you,
sitting
Lee.
in the background watching.
I got you, Lee. How about this? Whenever I see that question come up, I'll make sure that's the first question I highlight. All right, brother?
Bim,
All right, please, please,
bim.
appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So having a YouTube channel can keep you relatively busy
Mm-hmm.
because most of the work on a YouTube channel occurs behind the scenes.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm asking you is how do you now juggle or balance the behind the scenes production along with the valuing of and balancing the personalities versus what the fans would like for you to do. Because every YouTube channel has some string of integrity. Like I'm starting a YouTube channel because of this. This is our mission statement, and this is what we want to do as a YouTube channel. So how do you balance behind the scenes personalities and what the fans want?
I got to knock on wood that I got 3 guys next to me when it comes to my brother Phil, when it comes to my brother Jigga, when it comes to Jerry. I got 3 guys next to me that I could rely on, right? When it comes to Yankee stuff, I make all my Yankee content,
Right,
graphics. When it comes to the Knicks stuff, myself and Jigga Man, we make the graphics when it comes to that. Phil does his graphics for his NBA show, and
right.
Jerry, he gives us the information when it comes to the topics on what topics we should cover, right? So we all balance each other out. Everybody has something
Teamwork.
great that they do when the other person is lacking, right? So when
Right,
there's stuff that I don't know, Celso Jigga, he's there to help me out when it comes to that. It's just like I said, you got to be able to have the perfect work-life balance because, like you said, you'll get lost, right? You'll get lost. You know, you'll be
right,
working on graphics, you'll be working on this, and by the time you look at your watch, 6 hours done pass by. So you
right,
got to be able to have a work-life balance and also check in with your mental health. You always got to check in with your mental health. Make
right.
sure when you're good when it comes to that. Those are my 2 main concerns. 19 Comment is in the chat. He could attest to that. Every time we start the Yankee show, I always start it off with guys in the chat. If you guys are good, make sure you're drinking your water. Make sure
Right,
your mental health is good. If you got
right.
friends or family out there that are struggling, check in on them. Just
Check it.
because somebody tells you they're okay doesn't mean that they're okay. So always
Right,
reach out. So that's something that we try to
right,
build with our community. And once people pick up on it, everybody is checking in on each other in the chat. DSJ is someone that's constantly in our chat as well. Mega NYK is someone that's in our chat as well constantly. So we are always looking out and
right,
helping each other out. And I tell people, our show isn't what it is without the chat and their engagement and people coming
right,
on our open panel.
right, right. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. Bro, man, I think y'all's channel is gonna be in maybe a year or two, might be the premier Knicks content show on YouTube. You know, no disrespect to
It's a
others.
hub. It's a hub over there, man.
Yeah, no disrespect to others, but when I watch y'all, I think y'all have all the things that y'all need. Y'all need all the incendiary stuff in order to
Mm-hmm.
blow up, bro. Y'all got everything. So
Now
only thing
I
y'all need is
appreciate that, Freeze.
oxygen. All y'all need is air. As long as y'all get air, y'all are gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
appreciate that, Freezy.
yeah, man.
Honestly, I really do. Listen, I try to stay in my lane as much as I can. You know,
Yeah,
I appreciate those big words and stuff like that. But over there on Morning Brew Sports, we don't just cover the Knicks. We cover the Knicks. We cover the Yankees. We cover the Jets. We cover the Giants. Right? We cover it all. That way, we don't box ourselves in. We try to make it available to every fan base to come up and give their take. We cover hockey as well when it comes to the Rangers. So we just always try to make sure
yeah,
this guy,
that's whack.
and that's
Y'all,
a key.
yeah,
That's
that's trash.
that's a
Y'all
okay.
cover the
You don't like
Rangers, bro?
hockey. I get it. I get it. I'm sorry. You don't like hockey. I
No,
apologize.
I love hockey, bro.
But
I
you're an
love
Islanders
hockey.
fan? You're an Islanders or a Devils fan?
Oh, I'm a Devils fan, bro.
Oh, okay. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Listen,
Carolina
I don't
fan.
know. I
Islanders.
don't know that. I don't know that much about hockey. I'm still trying to learn what the fuck icing is, Freezy. I still haven't learned that rule or
Man,
what
get
it is.
out of
It's
here,
been about
bro.
4 or 5 years that I've been trying to figure it out, and I still don't know what icing is.
Come on, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you. I
The
only
players
watch
can't
when
be
the
ahead of the
playoffs is
puck,
on.
bro.
Freezy, you just said that it went through one ear and came out the other. I don't know. Google Gaga. That's all I heard. Google Gaga. What
Yeah,
did Eddie Murphy say? Goony Goo Goo. That's all I
Goody
heard just
Google,
now.
right? Yeah, yeah.
But Freezy, I gotta get going just because I gotta do some prep work for the show in the morning.
Right.
I just want to appreciate you, Freezy, for the love that you show us when it comes to support. Like always, whenever you need us, you just let me know. I'm one phone call away, and we'll be here ready to go. Like I said, throw out the bad signal, and the Morning Brew guys will show up.
Right. No doubt, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. Keep up the fine work and what y'all contribute to the community, whether it's Knicks or them other teams that you mentioned that nobody really likes. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's the Mets.
We did the Mets this year. And we're coming back next year with the Mets, just so you know, Freezy. So we're gonna set it up. The first episode of the Mets Evening Brew, you'll be on to talk Mets. All right? How about that?
Yep. And I'm bringing a crew. They'll be in the chat. So I probably have like 75 people with me.
I appreciate you, Freezy. Dre, I'm gonna catch you when we talk about the capitalism stuff. All right, my guy.
Salute. I'm with it. I'm with it, bro.
Yeah, man.
Lee, again, appreciate you, Lee. Like I said, Lee, whenever you drop that question, I make sure that's the first one I bring up. All right, brother?
I promise you, I'm gonna be there. 11 o'clock, I'll be there.
All right, Freezy. Love you, Unc. You guys stay safe.
Peace, God.
No doubt. Yeah, that's my man, Heck, bro. He used to rock the spot at night on the show during this time, because what happened is, for those that don't know or just don't remember, the Knicks at Night podcast is the flagship show of this channel. So I started the Knicks at Night podcast so that we can get rowdy and crazy and talk the way that we like to have that talk to us. And it started out with people yelling and screaming all over each other and wow, outlandish takes. And then I messed around and I think I got a little bell, ding, 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 for Steve to start holding people back. And you know what I'm saying? And for cats to be like, Jerry, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, because I knew that was.
I remember that.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, because Knicks fans need a place to vent, right? You can't vent on Twitter. All that typing, your thumbs get tired, bro. Knicks fans want a place where they can come and be heard and vent and say their outlandish takes and stand by their takes and stuff. Come find new friends and all of that stuff, bro. The Knicks Morning Drive is like what Heck said when I started working at nights and I wasn't able to be here. Heck and them used to rock at night, and then I used to get off about 7, and we created the Knicks Morning Drive. You know what I'm saying? And so now that we're flexible, you know what I'm saying, we try to maintain both of them. And sometimes we have 200 people in here. Sometimes we have 50. It's all about, discovery on YouTube, but we still are going to be passionate about whatever it is that we're going to talk. You know what I'm saying? Lee, you talked to Bully today, bro?
No, I didn't have opportunities today. But I'll get at him. I know I'm going to run into him.
Okay.
I was supposed to be on a mission today. That's the problem.
Oh boy. Like special ed?
Yep. You know?
Yeah.
Accelerate.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Dre, listen, man. I got the question for you. I've been wanting to ask your honest opinion on it. Do you feel as if the Knicks need to solely focus on using draft capital to get the star that they desire?
Right.
Oh, my fault. What was it? What was the question? I stepped away for a moment. I just put my headset back on.
Oh, okay. I was asking, do you feel as if the Knicks sole focus should be putting all their assets together and trading for a superstar, or
I think
any other option.
I think we should stay the course and be organic, but I think you need to strike while the iron is hot for the right superstar. Granted, we don't know when that superstar might become available or when the idea of it might be realistic, but you never know in this iteration of the NBA. Like I could harp on it. I've said it before, but nobody saw Kawhi ever go into the Raptors.
Okay.
But they struck while the iron was hot,
Okay.
and they capitalized on a guy that was ascending to that top 5 status when they got him. Unfortunately, they weren't able to keep him, but because he was so great in that short span, when you have a guy that is a needle mover of that caliber and you have the requisite players around him that can take you to a championship, and then you could still bounce back and be a competitive team shortly afterwards. But it's like it's kind of complicated, but in my opinion, I think we should just stay the course and try to
Okay.
grow
Which one
organically.
is complicated, the stance or the path?
The path.
Okay.
My stance isn't that complicated, but the path of actually getting
Okay.
these things, it's hard because like naturally, I think we all want to win a title tomorrow,
Okay.
especially you, Freezy and Core. Like
Yes.
y'all seen enough bad basketball. Y'all need to be rewarded.
Bro, I'm tired of may rest in peace, Lewis Orr.
If
I was
if
there for the Lewis Orrs, the Trent Tuckers, the Rory Sparrows,
if
yeah.
if Knicks fans can get Purple Hearts,
Yeah,
y'all
we'll
just
have 8 of them, bro.
like y'all seen enough. So it's one of those things where you want to be you feel impatient, and when you get a taste of sustained success, you want to be like, what's next? How do we get to the next level? But like you could, it's hard to say this, but the Denver Nuggets never won a title until last year. They had their guy for what? They had him for 7-8 years before he could get to the mountaintop. It was a process. They had rebuilds. They had the turnover. They had an original core. They had Gary Harris in that core,
Yeah.
and they made micro moves here and there to figure out what would work and what wouldn't work. And they eventually got to the mountaintop through injuries and all.
Right.
And I think it's just a process. Unfortunately, and
Right.
Joel Embiid is tied to the word process, but it is a process. And sometimes you want to be able to skip steps, but sometimes the steps to skip aren't always available. So you have to bide your time. You have to nibble around the edges. You have to take your time. Like a bodybuilder doesn't get swollen one day.
Right. Right. Ronnie
The world
Coleman,
champ.
even the big needle, right? Ronnie Coleman, it still take you years to get. Now you
Yeah.
paying for it, but yeah, I'm in a spot where I feel as if the Knicks could take the red pill or the blue pill, right? And so my thing is, when you're put in a position where you take the red pill or the blue pill, where you can get all the knowledge you need in order to be dominant in the future, or you can take the other pill and just be let it
Ignorance is
grow.
bliss.
Yeah, grow organically, right? It makes the championship sweeter, right? If you ever get it. My thing is, I think the noise for the blue pill. I think the blue pill is the one from the Matrix where you get empowered and you get all the training and all. So the thing with the blue pill is you trade for Joel Embiid and then you pick up other players and you fast track your way to a championship. But you still may not get there. right? You may shorten your path, right? But you still may not get to that destination, right? And you take the red pill, you're Oklahoma City, you know what I'm saying? You're the Golden State Warriors, you're the San Antonio Spurs, where you take the red pill and you grow organically, build. But then when you finally get there, you got 15, 20 years of relevance, and you may win 5 or 6 championships in that span.
But the
Right.
sustainability is what you want.
Ask the Chicago Bulls what that feeling is like of having the ultimate chess piece on the chessboard. Right. Right. Like the Chicago had been good up and down for years. Chicago had dudes, Quentin Daly, a bunch of dudes I could name. Y'all don't even know. Y'all wouldn't be able to pick these dudes out of a line in Denny's. But they were great Chicago Bulls players. But they were not Mike Jordan. Right? So if you're the Bulls, man, do you fast track? Do you get a Mike Jordan and then take the blue pill, fast track everything? Lee, did you know the original pick that got Scottie Pippen belonged to the Knicks?
Of course. Through Seattle Supersonics.
Right. They drafted Olden Polynice and then swapped him for Scottie Pippen on draft night. What if the Knicks just kept that pick and selected Scottie Pippen?
You would have to commit to developing him. Unfortunately, Freezie, from like my basketball knowledge, y'all had 2 guys that could be all-star point guards, and y'all just let them go around that same time.
So
no, we had them.
I'm saying
we had, and one was rookie of the year.
Right, but
listen,
but y'all not understanding the relevance. What I'm saying is the year that Scottie Pippen is drafted, you also drafted Mark Jackson at the same time.
That could have been the core.
Right, and then 2 years before that, you drafted Pat Ewing with the first pick in the draft. So when you're talking about developing, you were on that development path anyway. You feel me? Like that's where you were. A lot of vets around, a lot of Reggie Bullock, Alec Burks type players were around then, right? But the only reason why they were around is because you didn't have a Scottie Pippen, right? So now you got to fill the roster with Reggie Bullocks, right? But if you're talking
having
about
a cornerstone,
right, and so now if you're talking about a Pat Ewing, Mark Jackson, Scottie Pippen, the next year in '88, instead of drafting Rod Strickland, maybe you draft a power forward, something like that, and add to those pieces. But that's the what if game. That's the what if game. That's the red pill or the blue pill. Ultimately, the Knicks chose the blue pill because they had Pat Ewing, right? If they had chose the red pill, though,
they would have slow cooked it.
Maybe you have Scottie Pippen, right? You know,
sometimes, yeah. I was gonna say, like, I think delayed gratification is the way at times. It makes it that much sweeter.
Right. At the time, and here's the other thing that people don't take into account: what other teams in your city is doing also impacts the decision making of the front office, right? At that time, the New York Giants were really good, kings of the city. At that time, the New York Mets were really good too. At that time, so do you take advantage of the energy of the city, or do you slow cook it? Right? The Yankees were terrible. They couldn't beat the Orioles or the Blue Jays, right? And so these are the type of conversations that I enjoy having, because there are senses and sensibilities that get omitted in our conversations because all we look at is the bottom line, right? But if we don't look at the bottom line and we look at the itemized report, just follow everything, then now we talking. Yeah, DSA said we had Xavier McDaniel in '92. No, that was 5 years. That was 5 years after the fact. By that time, Scottie Pippen was better than Xavier McDaniel.
Hey, you know what was funny? When they drafted Scottie Pippen, MJ wanted Scottie to be ready immediately, but he just wasn't ready.
Because Mike perpetually lives in a blue pill, bro.
and if the GM were to listen to Mike at all times, that dynasty would have never happened.
Yeah.
Even though
Mike. They tried to sit Mike when Mike at the end of seasons when they were trash. They tried to sit Mike, and Mike told them straight up, "Man, I'm not tanking. I don't care. I don't care who you know what I'm saying. You feel like we can get in the draft if such and such happens. Nah.
What was his name?
Not
Jerry Krause.
Jerry
Krause,
Jerry
Krause and MJ.
I'm not built like that.
They bumped heads repeatedly, but if they never actually did what Jerry Krause had in mind, that those dynasties would never happen.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean,
because MJ wanted Pippen up out of there after like 2 years.
Yep.
You thought he was soft.
But Jerry Krause had the vision.
What though?
He said, "Stay the course," and they eventually got over the hump, won a title.
Right. Man, I'm looking back at that '88 draft. I think Rod Strickland was the best pick. I don't see any. Brian Shaw was in that draft. Kevin Edwards was in that draft. Grant Long was in that draft, a great power forward for the Pistons. And the Nuggets, I think. Vinny Del Negro was in that draft.
The Hawks.
Huh?
And I was saying he also played for the Hawks too, Grant Long.
Yeah. Vernon Maxwell was in that draft. Steve Kerr was in that draft. Anthony Mason was in that draft, but you don't take Anthony Mason in the first round. Anthony Mason was a third round pick.
He was a project, and then he figured it out.
The NBA wasn't ready for the NBA. No lie, the NBA was absolutely not ready for Anthony Mason. Right? If he was drafted a year earlier and a year later, I don't think he has an NBA career. Because back then, power forwards didn't grab a rebound and push it and initiate offense. And
they grabbed the rebound and gave it to a guard and got out of the way.
They stood right where they were, and at the risk of getting a 10-second violation, they stood right there until a guard came and got the ball. Right? And mind you, I know Anthony Mason was a small forward. But what I'm saying is in that era, they viewed him as an undersized power forward. Right? I think the only reason why Anthony Mason even gets drafted is because Charles Barkley was an undersized power forward and could do certain things that traditional power forwards couldn't do.
Athletic freak. So
yeah. And pass the ball with both hands, dribble, pass, and shoot. And while Charles Barkley was a power dribbler, Anthony Mason had handles. Yeah, man. So Jay, I want to ask you this real quick before I get out of here, right? Do you think the NBA should really consider adding another round to the NBA draft?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
I want to argue with you on that one. I don't want to argue with you.
Well,
I want to argue with you on that point.
The only way you could do that is if the G League actually becomes a real developmental league, like an actual farm system. That's the only way.
Okay.
Because to be absolutely honest, a lot of the guys in the second round are trash, and they don't make NBA rosters.
Right.
With the way it's set up. The only way that would work is if we had an expansion, and even then it would be too much, to me, at least right this second. Because like if you had a third round, that is 30 extra players.
Right.
The only way that would work is if we added an extra roster spot on each team.
Well, think about undrafted free agency right after the draft is a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Right after the draft is over, all the undrafted guys are getting calls. The ones that can play are getting calls.
Yeah, and to be fair, like I want to say after about in the average draft, after about pick 45, the difference between that and an undrafted guy is negligible. Like it's
I'm
the
gonna
same.
say
It's about the
after
same.
pick 20 in most drafts, I think 21 through 60 is close your eyes and pick a guy. I think this draft here got us spoiled. So this draft, this draft here, I think with the 2023 draft, I think is going to go down as potentially the greatest NBA draft ever.
Ever.
Right? Ever with the E.
Well, Freezie, a lot of these kids gonna have to one develop, two, you gotta survive and stay the course for at least 10 seasons or at least 8 seasons
It's
in
hard,
order
bro.
for that. And yeah,
The average
that's
NBA
yeah,
like career is like 4 years, 3 years actually.
5 years, 4 or 5 years.
Right. Right.
And because of the draft and the turnover in the draft, it's pushing guys out. It's hard. That's why I was like, it's hard to do 3 rounds. Because three
But
rounds would mean like essentially almost a guaranteed contract. And teams don't want to do that.
well, the thing I want y'all to look at, the reason why I'm for a third round is this. I think first round picks have too much value. Right? And I'm not talking about the players, I'm talking about the slots. Right?
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio's first round pick this year could probably get you an all-star. Because the Spurs are going to be trash. Right? Vic is an ascending player, Vassal ascending player, Popovich is a good blah blah blah. They still win in 24 games.
They're a year away. Or
Right.
2 years away.
But who's the most all right. So but when I ask you who's the most, name the top two most valuable players in that organization, right? You're gonna say Victor Wembanyama,
and Devin.
and then you're gonna say they're whoever they take with the number one pick.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Whoever they take with the number one pick is going to be more valuable than Devin Vassell, because in theory, Devin Vassell is a 6'6" or so defender with offensive upside, right? But if you tell the Spurs they can get Cooper Flag to put next to Victor Wembanyama,
Bye.
yeah. Right. Yeah, right. You could, Lee, now you see what I'm talking about? Right. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
you said like
But not everyone's first rounder is worth the same.
right. But
Jeremy Sohan by.
that is very true, right? But here's the thing. Since you have a lottery, the Spurs are not guaranteed to get that pick, right? So now you incorporate other franchises. Right? So now you're talking about all these franchises with the number one pick. Like if you're Portland right now, right, and you can get Cooper Flag to go with Scoot Henderson, guaranteed, what motivation do you have to win? Right?
Well, it's because when we talk about the lottery, like even if you're the worst team, like the best chances you have is like 30%, 33% or something like that.
Right.
For the first pick.
Right. But that means everybody 1 through 8 can reasonably,
actually it's 25%.
Yeah. Have a shot at getting the number one pick. Right? So in my opinion, first round picks have too much value. Right now, the Knicks have an abundance of first round picks, right? They have a storehouse full of first round picks. But the product on the floor can be viewed as mid. Right? But when you add third round picks, now what you're doing is all the stuff that you can do in the second round. You move all that stuff to the third round. Now second round picks have more value. Now picks 30 through 15, all the non-lottery picks in the first round have lesser value. Now, you know what I'm saying? So now,
But the thing about that, Freezy, when we talk about value is only dependent on the quality of talent coming into the league. If
right,
there's only a legit 30 NBA players in a draft, it don't matter you had a third round. It'd just be 60 trash players after the first round. Then it's just like, what is the value of it? They'll just throw them around like Pokemon cards. That's why teams trade like 5 second rounders for Jay Crowder because they don't even value second rounders anymore.
right,
So
right. It's because the
it'll
first
just be
round
the
picks
same.
have too much value.
Well, they have too much value, and some teams already traded their first round, so they have to just resort to sending a bunch of seconds. It'll just roll down, and teams will just trade 8 third rounders when eventually at some point, and then no one would
If they
actually
get 8
use them.
third rounders.
Oh, somebody would try.
Right, right. The team that trade. That's what I'm saying. I think the team that accumulates third round picks like that is the team that's playing the penny slots. Right. So, and I know this is a weird conversation, a weird, conversation to think about early in the morning.
Yeah.
But think about this. Think about this. If there were 3 rounds to a draft down the road, I think draft picks would have diminished value.
Yeah.
Right. And then what that would force teams to do is develop players and add them to the trades, right? And so now what you're doing is you're going to start offering players for players as opposed to draft picks always being the headliner of a deal. Because right now you could trade Anthony Edwards for
10 first.
For SG. Say you could trade Anthony Edwards for SGA. You know what people are going to be focused on? How many draft picks one side got over the other?
When they're essentially, I want to say, like, it'd be hard pressed to give up a pick either way. Like
Either way, right? Yeah.
At that point, it would just be pointless to even do the trade.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. So, but anyway, I just wanted to throw that at you. I want to do
that gave me a little bit of like critical thinking. That was a critical thinking exercise right there.
Oh, instead of just Tom Thibodeau rotations.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna do a Patreon on that probably. The value or should the NBA look at, third round picks? Because what right now, the Players Association has teams and ownership so locked into this salary cap thing, right? That team, you're not even going to see the art of the trade anymore because of salary cap restrictions. So teams like Phoenix, unless they find the ideal situation, they won't be able to browse the market.
No, they're scraping up guys.
Yeah, they're locked in.
Like their whole bench unit is vet minimum.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah. Well, all right, fellas, I'm gonna get out of here, man.
Peace.
I took this new medication, bro. This new medication got me artillery, bro. I don't know what's going on with it. This new medication got me reading my menu upside down, bro.
Well, if the menu say pasta salad on it, then you never know.
Yeah, but if it's upside down, I wouldn't be able to.
No, because you're reading it as rotten salad.
Y'all wild, man. Y'all wild. Knicks fans, thank y'all for rocking with us. The Knicks play tonight in Atlanta, Georgia.
I fully expect us to wash them tonight.
I think this is. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think this is a must-win. Already.
Oh yeah, it is a must-win.
Game 2, must-win.
Yep. Because tomorrow night, back to back, they're in New Orleans.
Oh, that's gonna be a tough game.
Right. And then they come back for Cleveland, I think.
Oof. In Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah.
they're gonna be mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
They already mad.
Right. Yeah.
'Cause the
Yeah.
way we watched them up before.
So I think this is a must win. Because if Brunson looks bad again tonight and quickly is just, excuse me, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, I think the armchair GMs are gonna be calling for change. So, and they shouldn't, but they are. So, all right, everybody. This weekend, Jets and Giants. My prediction, Jets 38, Giants 6.
I don't think the Jets have that type of offensive firepower.
No, that's the scoreboard. That's the scoreboard. I didn't say it's all offense, bro.
Oh, you seen a couple pick sixes out there or something.
I'm seeing that pressure they're gonna put on Tyrod Taylor is gonna look unorthodox, bro. I think they're gonna put that man in the torture chamber, bro. I think they're gonna put it, and then when he start throwing the football, if the Jets DBs are decent, if the Jets DBs are decent on Sunday.
Well, DJ Reed and Sauce should be back. They both practice this week. So.
I'm gonna say this to y'all. I need y'all to understand this real quick. The last couple of weeks, the Giants defense has been progressively getting better and better.
Absolutely.
And better. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't have to believe me. Just look and see for yourself.
They have
and
not
then
faced up Breece Hall. I watched the game last week. They didn't face a Breece Hall last week. They faced Rodriguez Jr. and Robinson Jr. and they're mid.
Okay, and my fault. And they know the what's called Jets had a Hall of Fame offensive line, but it's cool. I like that.
The Jets have a good coaching staff, though.
And the Giants don't.
I never said that.
I'll put it this way, Corey Lee. I think
me and my man got a little something going on anyway. So
I'll put it this way, Corey Lee. I think top to bottom, without Aaron Rodgers, I think the Jets just have more talent than the Giants. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actual talent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But the most important.
I hear that, Stevie.
The most important position in the game is the quarterback, and you never know what you're gonna get out of Zach Wilson. So,
right.
That's where it's hinged on. But I mean, I really don't see the Giants' offense doing anything.
Right. We already know the Giants' offense right now. Hand it to Saquon 80 times. Tyrod Taylor scramble outside the pocket.
Tyrod been making some throws though. He's been making some throws.
Trying to make a play.
But them throws not going to work on this secondary. So.
No. So I'm predicting the Giants 6, the Jets 44. So
I got it more 20-13.
You think they're gonna score a touchdown?
Yeah. It happens. I don't think
I love you guys.
NFL team. It's hard to shut down an NFL team to get out of the end zone completely. It's hard.
The Giants have the worst quarterback room.
Yo, that's cool, but you know what though? I love all this fodder. I love all this because Freezie, you know what I'm saying, Andre, and what I told JJ, don't get no amnesia come Monday.
Man, come on, bro. In a lost season,
Don't get no
in the lost season, bro, all you can do is smile, bro.
You right. And I'm smiling over here.
Because
and nobody, man.
Okay, my bad.
If this was 20-something-year-old me, I'd have been cussing and fussing. Now I'm just like, okay, we'll see.
You done seen it all at this point, so ain't nothing gonna phase you.
Yeah, Lee, I'm only pointing out the mere fact that the Giants are rolling out a backup journeyman quarterback against the Jets defense at home.
Okay, and the Jets are putting out a quarterback that may have been in the system for a while, but has not scratched the surface of nothing.
Him and Daniel Jones the same dude to me, right? But here's the thing. I'm gonna say, Dre, have the Jets won any games this year? Any of them?
Yeah. In fact, I think the Jets should have won 3 games against Super Bowl contenders if it wasn't for
What?
refs. So
Who did they beat this year though?
they beat the Broncos,
Okay,
the
that's not gonna be
Bills,
trash.
and the
Oh,
Eagles. And they
so
should
they
have
beat
beaten
the
the Chiefs.
Bills and the Eagles.
They should have beaten the Chiefs too.
They beat the Bills and the Eagles,
Hmm.
and the Giants
Okay.
think they have a chance. The
I
Giants
mean,
beat the Redskins.
Right.
any given Sunday, and I think teams weren't. I mean, nobody really thought the Jets would beat the Eagles.
And we got Andrew Thomas coming back.
Is
Yeah.
Andrew Thomas playing? Because he's been limited in practice. But
I believe he's coming back.
I'll say this: it's only one lineman. The rest of your line is injured. So
My question is,
Andrew Thomas can't protect. Andrew Thomas can't stop 4 or 5 different people by himself.
my question is, who the hell is Andrew Thomas?
All pro guard. I mean, all pro tackle. Left tackle.
Man.
I think I'll say he's at least top 2 left tackle in football right now when healthy.
Okay.
I love this.
I
I
just
love
don't know
this.
who Andrew. Does
But-
he catch passes? He a running back?
Mhm.
Please tell me he a DB. Please tell me he a DB.
Hmm. I love this.
I mean, he's the
Dre,
most
you know I love
important.
it.
He's,
You know,
he's
Dre.
the most
You
important.
know, Dre. You know,
No lineman.
Dre. You know, I'm soaking this up, right? I'm soaking all this up. I'm a sponge
All
right now.
all I'm saying is the Giants might win some games this year, but this game here against the Jets swarming defense, bro.
Ooh.
Tyrod Taylor might throw for 78 yards.
Okay.
I don't even know who the Giants receivers are.
I say that
You're right.
young kid that they had taken from LSU has been showing signs here and there.
Kadarius Toney?
Nah, not Kadarius.
You talking about the dude from
He's
Tennessee?
talking about
Hyatt,
Tennessee.
Jalen Hyatt, not Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee. He's from Tennessee. I don't know why I said
Because he
Yeah,
trash, bro. The dude named after a hotel, bro.
I love it. I
Dude
love
named
it.
after a hotel, and we out here saying
I love it.
he's fast, but
Well-
I can't see him. I don't even think the Jets are gonna waste sauce on him. I think they'll put probably the Reed guy on him.
Well, I'll say this:
Probably.
the corners are static. They stay on the left and the right all game. They don't move. But we have pretty good corners and probably have one of the best nickel corners in football. So it's hard. It's hard, especially when the way Quincy Williams is playing right now.
Right.
It's gonna be pretty hard. I'll say Waller might have a really good game. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He might get 78 yards, right? All on one play, bro. all on one play. The Giants ain't gonna do nothing else, bro. Tyrod Taylor is gonna be like that Flavor Flav song, "Running for Your Life." You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, I love y'all. I love y'all.
Hey,
Yo, this is better than Def Comedy Jam.
do you think the Giants can block the Jets defensive line?
I mean, hell, anything can happen, bro.
He's gonna have
This
to
is
get the ball out.
football.
He's gonna have to get the ball out quick. I'll
Hold
say
on a
that.
second. Now, listen. You know, listen. Yo, what's called defense wasn't whack. Now, Washington's defense was not whack.
Oh
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
they had 2 guys, but y'all didn't really score a lot of
Man,
points.
Washington defense is trash, man.
No. They have 2 good guys on their defensive line. Their
On the
corners
defensive line,
trash though.
The Commanders are garbage.
But I'll say this: like, it's a conundrum when you deal with the Jets because the Jets can get pressure with 4, and then they already dropping back with like two of the best corners in football and CJ Mosley and Quincy. So it's gonna be rough.
So that's gonna be too much for the Giants, bro.
The Jets need to score. Ultimately, they just need to score, and I
Their
think
defense is gonna get them 2 touchdowns, in my opinion.
We play Friday. The Knicks play Friday and Saturday, right?
Yeah, I think. But I'm saying like Wink has their defense playing a lot better now. So ultimately, you got to score more than 0 points to win, right? So it might be one of them ugly brawls where it's 10-6. I'm not gonna lie to you, Freezie.
No, they ain't. No, y'all not getting it. No, y'all ain't giving up no 6 points to the Giants, bro. I was saying that being nice, bro. Bro,
Right.
if y'all give up 6 points to the Giants, man, somebody fell down on the field. Somebody slipped on a banana peel like Mario Kart, bro. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor is all the hopes for the Giants season.
You know, Tyrod Taylor is the first black quarterback to win a game for the Giants ever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Geno didn't even win a game. I would have thought Geno won one game, but he didn't.
Hell no.
I'm gonna tell y'all how trash the Commanders are, bro. Like the Commanders are so trash that Justin Fields threw for 4 touchdowns against them.
He did. Oh, he did throw for 4 touchdowns.
He threw for 4 touchdowns against them. DJ Moore went off for 230 yards and 3 touchdowns against the Commanders, bro.
He was looking like prime T.O. in that game.
Right. And if the Jets have any decent wide receiver play, if they have a decent receiver, just anybody, just somebody with some hands, he gonna man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
We'll see.
Yeah, come on, bro. And
well.
The Giants secondary has one dude that is clutchy. He can't cover, and then the other dude is young. He gonna be a stud. The other corner,
that corner got drafted last year.
This spring.
Is this year? Okay.
The corner they drafted this spring is gonna be a star.
Thanks.
But that other no, not him. The other. What's the other one? The other one that's like 6'3", huh?
My Trey Hawkins.
The dude, he run like a 4.2 something 40.
Trey Hawkins.
The light skinned dude.
Yeah, tall, slim dude. Trey Hawkins.
I think he's gonna be a star, bro.
I
think he's gonna be a star. Banks is gonna be. I think Banks is gonna be good. He's the corner out of Maryland. I think he's gonna be good. But this week, the Jets gonna beat the Giants like 51-6. Bro, it's gonna be it's gonna be so bad, bro. Dudes are gonna be on the sideline like murder she wrote. You know what I'm saying? You like, dang, it's a football game, bro.
Freezie, I had a question. Outside of the NFC North, who's like the biggest rival to the Bears? Outside of
the NFC North? Historically, or
they don't really have no rivals because they can't.
Historically, it had to be the Giants, right?
No, man. In the play, we own the Giants in the playoffs, bro. So
stop it.
We own the Giants, bro.
I
would say historically,
you ain't seen the playoffs in a million years.
I would say probably 49ers, Commanders, and Saints probably in the NFC.
Okay.
The Saints.
Yeah. They for some reason they just got a thing for us, bro. I don't know what it is. It's like the Giants and the Patriots. It's like the Giants and the Patriots. Lee, you don't know what it's like to beat the Patriots. You don't know what it's like to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl, bro. So, Giants fans, y'all don't know.
I appreciate them 2 W's from the Giants, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh God!
Yeah. So
meanwhile, we got Green Bay number every time we go to the playoff.
it don't even matter if it's negative 59 degrees.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
But I
in
tell
their
you who
house.
I tell you who got the Giants number though from my division. Minnesota. Right. Minnesota
Minnesota, no.
historically on
We
the
just
biggest
finished.
stage, bro.
I mean, the
We
Giants
just
caught them
finished
last
punching
year.
them in the mouth.
Huh?
They caught
Yeah,
them last year.
and in '99 when we caught them in '99. It was bad. It was awful. Matter of fact, they didn't put up no points when we
Oh
beat
yeah,
them.
yeah. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, man. But I watched the game with Jake Reed and I think it was Anthony Carter, not Chris Carter. And all they did was drop back and throw Hail Marys because the Giants historically have slow corners. The Giants historically, no disrespect to the Giants, right? They have a great linebacking core, and they generally, historically, you know what I'm saying, have good. Well,
Shout out to Jason Sehorn, man.
yeah, shout out to Jason C. Megatron ran past him so fast, Jason Sehorn pants fell off. You remember that?
That's
That man
when
pants fell off, bro.
that's when the NFL decided no more white quarterbacks. No more. It's over.
That man pants fell off, bro. Off his body. But salute to the Giants for having slow corners. But they linebackers be fast and strong, bro. They linebackers historically be Antonio Pierce might be one of the greatest Giants linebackers of all time.
That's a forgotten name.
Nah, he was solid.
He was good.
He was solid.
Jesse Armstead. Yeah, I remember
Now
Jesse
he was
Armstead.
solid. Yeah, he's part of the coach. I don't know if he's still part of the coaching staff.
You remember Pepper Johnson?
Come on, yeah. He's part of what's called coaching staff.
Yeah, man. Mr. Harry, a Hall of Famer, bro. Mr. Harry might be the greatest linebacker in Giants history, bro. He a multiple time MVP, Hall of Famer.
Sam Huff.
No, he better than Sam Huff, bro. He better than Sam Huff, though. To your point, though. And I like Sam Huff, but bro, when Sam Huff played, they ran the football right up the middle towards Sam Huff, and all he had to do was fight off a fullback and make a tackle. Right.
And a guard, Lord Center.
If you'd have put Sam Huff in a nickel package, bro, he'd have been like the third defensive end out there.
Now I know for certain I've never seen this guy play, but I've heard Brad Van Pelt get mentioned before.
Yeah, he was tough.
Yeah,
he was tough.
Yeah,
another Michigan State, a linebacker.
Okay. What's my man name? Jonathan. The dude from Miami. Y'all got from Carolina. Beeson. You remember John Beeson?
John Beeson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. John Beeson was good. So, yeah, man. The Giants.
Okay.
The Giants have historically a lot of great linebackers, but they corners historically, bro. If you got anybody with some speed, bro, you can beat the Giants all day. It's because that's what they like. They like.
But you know what though?
4 safeties in the backfield.
But you know what though? The whole scheme is set up so that guy ain't got to cover him too long. You see what I'm saying?
Because the quarterback already on his ass by then.
Yeah, basically. Thank you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Historically, ask Lawrence Taylor that. Ask O.C. Umar that. Ask George Martin that. Ask JPP that. Ask Justin Tuck that. Ask what's my man with the gap in his mouth?
You skip right over.
No, I ain't skip over him. You know what I'm saying? All of them were significant. You know what I'm saying?
The Giants have never had an elite corner, bro. Ever.
Yes, we did.
Who? Don't say Jordan Sparks Daddy. If you say Jordan Sparks Daddy, I know.
Emmett Tunnell.
Talking about the safety from 1950?
No, he was a corner. Mm-hmm.
I'm not tolerating this. I'm not tolerating this Eli Apple erasure. This Prince of Mukamara erasure.
Right, yeah. Prince Mukamara was the greatest corner in Giants history, bro.
Emlyn Canell was the greatest corner in Giant history.
I thought Prince was
And
actually
that's
going to
just
be
that.
really good. I thought Prince was going to be real good.
If he would stop singing Purple Rain at halftime, no, I'm just joking. Hey, but did the Jets ever have an elite, best in the league corner? I'm just asking the Jets. Did the Jets ever have a best in the league corner?
I mean, you can
One
talk about
time.
Revis. Revis.
Yeah. There you go. That's that one.
What's the dude
Nah,
that used to play next?
Sauce was the best corner in football last year.
Yeah, he was the best. Yeah, the league said he was the best. Yeah, and
All
what's the
pro
dude that
first
they used to
team.
play next to James Hasty? Remember James Hasty, the DB from the Jets, and they had a dude.
I thought he was safety.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said.
Okay.
Number 40. Number 40.
Mm-hmm.
Number 40. They had a corner that played next to him. I can't remember what his name is, but the Jets also had an elite corner, a 5'8" corner. Bill Parcells drafted. Yeah, I know who I'm talking about, man. He came in like 94, 90.
Aaron Glenn?
Yeah, I remember Aaron Glenn.
He was a wide receiver.
No, he was a corner.
I remember Aaron Glenn. He's a coach in football right now.
Yeah, Terry Glenn was a receiver out of Ohio State.
Terry Glenn played for like the Cowboys or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was Aaron Glenn. I definitely remember Aaron Glenn.
No, it was, I forgot.
Ray Mickens?
No, not Ray Mickens. Ray Mickens is the corner that got turned around on the Barry Sanders run. Remember that?
Oh God.
When he left the Jets and went to the Patriots.
Disappeared.
I can't remember the other guy. But I think maybe the greatest corner in Giants history is maybe Prince Mukamara.
Stop it, man! I just told you the man's name.
Man, I can't, man. Lee, I'm saying for this fact alone, I think y'all gonna catch a bad one, bro. I can see the Jets beating y'all 53-6.
Shout out to Corey Webster.
Corey Webster. Yeah, shout out to Corey Webster. Big slow corner. Shout out to Corey Webster, bro. I remember him.
He was a beast. Did his thing back there.
Yeah, what kind of beast was he though? Was he a giraffe? Was he a lamb? Because hey man, number 24 for the Jets. Darrell Revis. That's a beast, bro. Darrell Revis was a beast, bro. Antonio Kalani.
And how many Super Bowls he got?
He got one.
Yeah.
Not with the Jets, but he got one.
Yeah.
Cool.
He got one with the Pats.
Yeah.
Or who?
The Pats.
What, sitting on the bench?
No,
he was starting. He was playing.
Yeah, and the other corner was
I don't remember that one.
Byron, was it Byron Maxwell?
Yeah, he was definitely playing that Super Bowl year.
Oh, what's girl Carrie? What's her name? The actress. What's her husband name? Oakland cornerback.
Nnamdi Asomugha.
And Nnamdi Asomugha. Yeah.
They tried to say he was better than Revis. I remember. And then he got paid by the Eagles, and he was trash.
Yeah, he was trash. He was out the league too, like a year.
He had one hot year with the Oakland Raiders, and it was talking crazy about him and Revis.
Yeah, man. He
had more than 1 year.
Yeah, he had more than 1 year.
He had like two.
Trey, Jets fan.
He had like two.
That man was an elite all-pro corner for like 4 years, bro.
No.
Yeah. No. Look at his not IMDb, but look at his
because that man an actor and a model, man.
Yeah, and stay-at-home dad. Yeah. Yeah, man. So Lee, I ain't gonna talk trash about the Giants like that, bro. I think the future might be bright, but this weekend, bro, the Jets might be rolling up like 54-6, bro. They're gonna be chasing Tyrod Taylor, bro. It ain't even gonna be funny, bro.
I'm firing everybody.
Yeah, like if that happens, Dudes better not even show up to press conferences. People getting released and people getting fired.
Right, right, right. But the Jets though, but the Jets, to their credit, their offense has been
Meh,
functional.
meh.
Functional.
At least they get 3 points. They can get the ball up and down, but they can't get in. They can't get touchdowns.
Right,
That's a problem. They
right.
get a bunch of
Zach
field goals,
Wilson.
but no touchdowns.
Well,
Let me
yeah.
tell you something. You know what the Jets issue is? It's a curse. You know that the Jets are cursed at quarterback because ain't no way in hell Joe Namath deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
If Joe Namath didn't exist, the NFL as you know it doesn't exist.
Right, right.
So for that,
No, they gifted him that. They gifted him that because they needed to make they needed to make the AFL relevant. Do you not
I'm gonna
understand that?
say, okay. I just want to give a shout out to Emerson Boozer, bro. He one of the most underrated running backs in NFL history. The flyest Jets jersey ever is Emerson Boozer. If you see a cat with an Emerson Boozer jersey on it, or if you see a cat with an Emerson Boozer jersey, you know they either got that jersey
Was
from
it
Goodwill
45?
for $4, 13. You know, either
13?
no, it's not 13. It's let me look it up. I think it's 13, maybe. Or
I thought it
maybe
was like
it's
45 or something.
let me see. Lee, you might be right, man.
44. It was some old throwed off number. Like it's like he's a fullback number instead of being
Right,
a regular running back.
right. 14, 32, 32, 32.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh,
32.
that was a tweener.
The Jets had a great running back. They had Emerson Boozer and Dre, you know who the other running back is? Emerson Boozer and jeez, what is that man's name, bro?
y'all educating me at this
Snell.
point.
Snell.
Matt Snell, that's his name. Matt Snell, that's him. Man, the Jets had Emerson Boozer,
That's
Matt
terrible. You
Snell,
don't
and
know your
John
history.
Wiggins, bro.
Hey, look, I know my basketball history. About my football history goes about to 85, and then gets a little hazy.
That was the best year of NFL football ever, bro.
You say 85 or
85, yeah.
oh, because I'm bum Bears one.
Why we gotta be bum Bears, bro?
Because they never won again.
They should have won, but that quarterback got their head split.
Yep. We should have won it in 86, but the Green Bay Packers linebacker dumped McMahon on his neck and gave him a spinal injury and a concussion.
I was watching. Yeah, my fault to detract, but I was watching a video. It's on a NFL channel, NFL's YouTube channel, and it's like a 3-hour video that explains every single rivalry in the NFL and the history and the origin.
What?
Really?
It's a 3-hour NFL video that explains every single rivalry in NFL history and the origins.
I might go watch that right
and the
now,
history.
bro.
I'll drop it. I'll drop the link to it. I'll drop the link to it in the private chat.
Okay. All right. One last thing before I go. Right. One last thing before I go. If the Knicks lose to the Hawks tonight, should we locate the panic button? Now, I'm not saying hit it, but
just to flip open the little plastic guard.
Should we ensure that the panic button is working, just in case?
I'm gonna say this, which I doubt. I think this is gonna be a bounce back game. I just don't see it. I mean, I can't see Hunter and who was this?
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, I can't see them.
We can't.
We
ain't got nobody for him.
Yeah, Mitch going up against Clint Capella. That's like a
Pongu.
Yeah, Congo. Nah, I'm not worried about a Congo. You know, a Congo's a great. Let me tell you something. He's a solid player. I wouldn't mind having that kid, but they're killing him because they got him buried underneath um Capella. But with
Right.
that said, they boy back the the other point guard Atlanta. What's his name?
Kobe Buffkin.
Not not the
Dejounte
dude.
Murray.
Was yeah, Murray. He back?
I don't
Is
know.
he playing?
I don't know.
I was. I don't think he's playing, but I think. I'm gonna be real with you. I think Brunson and Randall are gonna get back on track and give us the normal production.
Right.
All we just need is RJ to.
And Atlanta ain't got enough. Atlanta ain't got enough bullets to shoot. Bust a gun.
I mean,
You know
it
what I'm saying?
depends. It depends. If Trey Young gets his shooters hot, then they can stay
Yeah,
in the
he
game.
looked terrible against Charlotte too.
Yeah, Trey Young was missing everything.
His shot wasn't
I
going,
just,
but he's a great player.
Yeah,
but I'm saying right now, I see Grimes chasing him around all night long. You know what I'm saying? In his
I
back
don't.
pocket.
I don't want to see that, bro. I don't. I don't want to
I
see.
heard.
I don't want to
I,
see Quentin Grimes guarding Trey Young at 30 feet. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I will.
the alternative is Brunson or RJ. So it's rock me hard place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Nah.
I'm gonna get out of here, Lee. I
I
hope
dropped the
your
YouTube. I
Giants.
dropped the YouTube for you guys in the private chat.
Okay.
But
Okay.
they have like they start with like the Bears and every single rivalry that the Bears had. Then they
Right.
move on to the Giants and every single rivalry the Giants had, and then
Oh
so
wow.
on and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants got rivalries.
According
The
to
whole
this,
NFC East.
according to this,
The whole,
it starts with Bears Packers, and Packers Lions,
The
Commanders
rivalry.
Giants,
Right. Right.
Commanders Giants. Then for a split second, then it's Giants Eagles. Then it's Commanders Eagles, Rams Cardinals, Browns Steelers, yada yada
Oh,
yada.
you so on and so on.
Cowboys Giants,
That's a
Cowboys
rivalry.
Atlanta. They're just showing the history.
funny,
But each
bro.
each
So
each sec-
Cowboys Giants is a thing. I'm asking. I don't know. They're not for real. That's like
I
saying. That's
love
like
this
asking.
guy.
That's like asking. Is Jets Buffalo Bills a thing?
they list the Jets and the Bills here, but it's a short segment. It was
Yeah,
really
that's
short. It
not.
was
That's
like
not.
two. It was like a 2 minute segment. Like, but the Jets Patriots segment is like 10 minutes
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
that
You would think the
document.
Jets Dolphins would be a thing.
Jets
Yeah.
Dolphins is also listed.
Yeah. Like the
Jets
that's like the
Dolphins
Cowboys
is
and Arizona
a
Cardinals. Who cares? Nobody cares about the Giants and Arizona Cardinals, bro. Who cares if Corey Webster is guarding Roy Green? Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't think the Giants are relevant in that thing, but you know how the Giants can get back on my radar?
they
Beat the
beat the
Jets,
Jets.
win some games. They not the big blue wrecking crew, bro. They just the New York Giants.
I'm
That's it.
you know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, Lee. I'm kind of happy the Giants won against the Redskins because I don't want a team coming against the Jets like losing like 4 in a row, 5 in a row.
Man, they playing for Caleb Williams, bro.
Nah.
Man, the Giants is yo, bro. They can't block. They can't block nobody. And if they do, if defense fall down, who they throwing the ball to? Man, yeah.
Hey man, speaking of which, speaking of Caleb Williams, did you see what Notre Dame did to him?
Oh man, Caleb
Oh,
McGruff, man.
bro, I love Notre Dame, bro.
They
I
yeah.
love me. I love Notre Dame.
Anytime Caleb Williams faces a pretty solid college defense, he doesn't work.
He's tend to struggle. Yeah. He's got arm talent though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like I never really seen a right-handed quarterback like run to the left and throw the ball accurate while scrambling to the left,
Right.
cross body. Like he's actually pretty. It feels
Mahomes.
like Mahomes But Mahomes is as good. Like Mahomes is better scrambling to his right.
Right.
Like I'll put it this way: Mahomes will scramble to his right, but throw across his body to the left.
Right.
Whereas
Mhm.
Caleb will run all the way left, square up, and then still fling it accurately,
Right.
going against his body.
He's giving me Trey Lance vibes, though, bro.
Like where he can't really, like he's just like he's a physical freak, but he can't really
He ain't gonna be able to do all that. You ain't gonna
that
have 9
processing.
minutes in the pocket in the NFL, bro.
Yeah, that's not gonna
Yeah.
work.
Nah, you lucky. You lucky you got 4 seconds.
Right.
And that's a lot.
A good,
let me-
a good pocket is 3 seconds.
3 seconds, bro. 3 seconds, right? But I'm just gonna
Get
say
that
this
wrong.
about Notre Dame real quick, man. I want to show some love to Notre Dame. Notre Dame might be outside of y'all know I'm Gamecocks football, right? I used to be Penn State until the Joe Paterno stuff, right? But
That's sad. That's sad.
yeah. I got you. You can't be a fan of, but
Enablers like that.
football.
That's sick stuff.
Man, them gold helmets, bro. Them Heisman Trophy winners, bro. Notre Dame is like, if you want to be an all-time great, bro, get some gold helmets, bro. Right? Get you, I don't care what color your team wear, just wear gold helmets, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when you
You
watch,
laughing. No, finish 1 second. I have something to say real quick.
I watched, for the most part, college football champions are gonna have maroon helmets. If your team has maroon helmets, your time of winning the championship is coming, right? Whether it is USC, whether it's Nebraska, whether it is there's another team that wore maroon helmets. I can't remember.
Alabama.
Oklahoma, Alabama, and Oklahoma, right? Alabama, Oklahoma, USC,
They get
Nebraska.
mad. They're gonna tell you it's crimson. Not no more.
Yeah. And
Texas
Nebraska,
A&M. Texas A&M wears maroon.
and Nebraska wore white helmets. I don't know why I think they wore red helmets, but
Texas A&M definitely wears maroon.
but what I'm gonna tell you is this: gold helmets, bro, is something. It's like being ordained by a higher calling.
But they look like a team of Ferrero Rochers. That's what they look like.
Yeah,
No, stop
in the box,
Stop it.
in the box, right?
Yo, y'all cold blooded for that one.
Nah. If you got gold helmets, bro, think about from the start of college football till now, right? When you're talking about Army and Georgia Tech,
It's timeless.
yeah, back in the day with them with the gold helmets, man. The Notre Dame years, the Florida State years, right? You got gold helmets, bro. You gonna do something, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think
No helmet just sprayed every game. Sprayed before every game.
Every game, bro. Yep. Notre Dame had a quarterback named Tony Rice. He from down here where I'm from, right? Tony Rice is probably the greatest orchestrator of junk offense you ever wanted to see in your life.
Junk off. He was running wishbone.
Yeah, wishbone, and they were running the option out of the shotgun. Yo, Lou Holtz running the wishbone out of the shotgun is not a variation; it's still the option, right? And it wasn't even like a read option where you can pass. It was just 9 running
just
back.
Gonna do it and run anyway.
Yeah.
So they was running Wildcat.
Yeah, and trust me, I know I'm a Gamecock fan. Lou Holtz used to coach the Gamecocks. Trust me, I know. I saw him put Dondrell Pinkins in the shotgun and still run the option. Yeah, remember the dude Sidney Rice used to play wide receiver for the Vikings and the Seahawks?
Seahawks,
yeah. All right, Lou Holtz had him and Troy Williamson, right? Troy Williamson was at one point was the fastest player in the NFL, right? Lou Holtz had both of them downfield blocking for a 240-pound running back.
It's funny when you see like great wide receivers at the NFL level, but when you see their like college numbers, they were out there playing on teams just blocking, like for instance, Calvin Johnson.
Yeah,
It's physical freak, but he was just stuck watching his team have 3 running backs in the back.
Lee, that's who Tibbs is. Lou Holtz. Lou Holtz. That's that
Hey,
is
you
who
gonna be my
Tibbs is,
old
bro.
coach? You gonna be my old coach, though, man? Because he got me a national championship.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you a
So,
chip. He got you a chip. Notre Dame used to be, man, you can go and pick Notre Dame's one year. Notre Dame had 6 running backs on the depth chart. And the 5th and 6th running backs were Randy Kenda and Jerome Bettis.
The bus.
mm-hmm.
That's
He was
crazy.
a fullback
Randy
before.
Kenda?
You don't see stuff like that anymore unless it's like Alabama, where they have
Yeah.
like guys that are third and fourth string that end up in the league playing well.
Miami.
I'm gonna say this.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
No, I was gonna say. I'm saying that the transfer portal destroyed that. Ain't no more stacking the decks no more.
And the 85-man scholarship. Remember when you had unlimited scholarships? Right, you just gave a scholarship. I think.
Back then, dudes were just cool with waiting their turn. Now it's like, I got to be on the scene right now. I got to get my draft stock up, even though I can't come out for 2 years. I need to get my profile up, and I need this NIL bread. You can't get NIL bread if you can't get NIL bread if you on the bench not playing.
My son girl is getting that NIL money, bro. And when you hear it in passing, you're like, oh, that's just the NIL money, right? But bro, that NIL money cover everything, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Before it was just like hush hush booster money.
Yeah,
now it's just out. Now it's just out there, flagrant.
Man, bro, the sprinters get so much, and the female sprinters, they get so much bread. They like, bro, it's like they cover everything, bro.
Your son got him a sprinter. He living right.
Hey, Dre,
he's living right.
So he got a sprinter, right? And then Rock is he the one that got dunked on by John Morant, right? The one I told you he could jump, but he couldn't jump out the gym. Yeah, so Rock is about 6'3", about
so he
255.
So you definitely getting some athlete grandbabies.
So when she saw him, like headed to like the honors classes, right? She's like, "Hey, you on the football team?" No, I'm in an engineering program.
Even better. because the connotation about the football players is they got all the girls, so
yeah.
So it's better for her.
Yeah, so she used to go. So they both used to go to Clemson. Now she go to Vanderbilt. So it's one of them things, you know.
Yeah, you getting a little light skinned Zion,
bro. It's like
a little light skinned grandbaby Zion.
Every time I see him, I'll be having to threaten him. What you looking at, boy? You know what I'm saying? You know how the alpha males, the two bighorn sheep on top of the damn mountain, bro. Yeah, when you see Lee, you walk in the kitchen, bro. You like you walk in the kitchen and your oldest son bump you, bro. Like, and don't say nothing. Well, Corey Lee might not know. Corey Lee might not know that because he's been away from sports for a little while. So
man, he's crazy. He's crazy, man. Shoot, I got a 6 foot. I got 1 6'5", the other one's like 6'3.5", 6'4".
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he ain't even feel like his little 19-year-old ain't even feel like it was a grown man body. But my oldest son, Jesus, I'm looking at this boy like, oh,
that's the shooter, right? That's the shooter.
Yeah, it's the shooter.
I know Corey had to remind him every once in a while, like, yo, who really won it?
Right.
Oh no, see, because they're so long.
They get comfortable after a minute.
Yeah.
I'm saying so. They so long. They so long. They don't know that Daddy will chop the hell out their ass. I'll take them knees out.
grown man strength still in, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And I'm a little pudgy, 260, 270. You ain't gonna like that coming down on your knees.
There's some force coming with that.
I was talking to my baby about that the other day. Like, he was like, "Pops, what you doing?" I was like, "Man, I'm picking out my draft day suits." He like, "Man, you gotta stop, man. You know what I'm saying? You never know, man. You don't know." Nah, man, I know. I'm getting ready. I'm wearing.
Core out here hitting his kids with chop blocks.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I'm like, bro. I'm wearing I'm wearing all white to the draft, bro. I already tell. I be joking with Smoke about that. I'm wearing all white to the draft. Like who was that? Oh, that's my granddaddy over there crying. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I knew you could do it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here so I can do this next morning drive at about 9:00-ish, 9:30-ish. Thank y'all everybody for rocking. Heck, if you're still listening, thank you for coming through and rocking with us and sharing just everything, bro. That was awesome. You know what? I may push the Knicks morning drive back because we have a game tomorrow. Yeah. So instead of jumping on 3 times, I might just jump on 2 times. But it depends on how everything goes in the morning workflow and all of that stuff. Lee, Dre, as usual, man, y'all have been great. Y'all have been great, man. I really enjoyed the conversations and stuff. And we'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Wiz jumped in super late. Salute. All right, y'all. We out of here, man. We'll holler.
Peace.
All right, peace.